Tail Rogues, and we are back. Here we are with another adventure. And who do we have here? We have DM Adam.
Yep, that's me. I know him.
We've got
Boomy the kitty cat wizard.
We have Evard the Bard.
Thelonious Musk.
who's doing God's work there.
Yeah.
And we've got Dracar Noir, played by me, son of Dolce & Gabbana. Favorite color is light blue. All right. Go ahead, DM Adam, lay it on us. Tell us what's happening. Do you want to do an echo check just to be safe?
We just did.
Yeah, but let's do it now. Now that we're recording.
Sounds good. Keep it going.
Wonderful.
And then it would be
Forward progress.
So,
All right.
okay. First story long. You guys were in the tunnel. You were clearing out the vines. Shit hit the fan for the two that were down there cleansing the pool and whatnot. You were able to copy down all of the arcane writings that you found in the cave while Dracar was cleansing the pool of water. At which point something fell from the ceiling, and battle ensued. With gibbering now, I haven't got to use one of those in a hot minute. It's pretty cool. You slew him and were able to escape. Carl transformed using his Asmar powers, using the fly Boomy and himself out past Hester, the King in Yellow. Meanwhile, Thelonious Musk and Effie
Evard.
the other day, they saw their dwarf companion make a terrible decision, who was speaking to this oddly yellow robed figure that was raising all these undead, who offered to let him leave with his life. Opted to not. So Thelonious and Evard, they saw the death of the dwarf, saw him
Rest in peace.
let the Huster let him die, and then raised him up, and you saw him stand up again after he was dead. And you guys fled. You were both feared by him when you saw his what he looked like. For those interested, here is an image of Huster.
Rochelle's watching.
I will also show. Good day, Rochelle.
Hello, Rochelle.
That's a decent movie. That's Hester. The
Are you gonna
actual.
get your 3D printer running so you can
I do.
find one of
I
those?
really do. There we go. That's what he looked like as he was like, as all his robes became tentacle masses that were lashed out and attacked. River. Meanwhile, the party escapes. Thelonious and E run out and are able to. Boomy said he was. You were flying over there.
Yeah,
get-
we
you
grabbed
get the
the
rope?
we grabbed the rope from that
Yep.
one section. Dracar was gonna help them out, and I was sending the pseudo dragon to the ship to let Albright know.
And are you staying at this location, or are you returning back to? Are you staying within Tumbledown? Are you staying? Where do you want to go? Everyone, the party is back together.
For story
Mourning the death of their fighter
for
compatriot.
story building purposes, did everybody see that? I would say rest in peace, but he is neither resting nor peaceful currently. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Well, we should.
Nothing. It's none of our concern anymore.
I don't think they'll be coming up here in the day, but we should probably head back to the headquarters and report.
I would write a heroic song,
the,
but there was nothing heroic about
Again,
that.
you
We need
guys
to
saw the
cleanse
ship.
this tunnel system.
You guys
Well,
saw
we
the
also
ship.
need to let them know about the ship.
Well, I sent the
yeah.
pseudo dragon with a note.
Yep.
Only to Albright. I said, do not give this note to anybody but Albright. And I can't remember exactly what I said, but just we found the corpse of
Garruk.
Garruk,
Yeah.
and do not trust him. These tunnels need to be cleansed.
How much do we want to tell them about these tunnels?
Well, only Albright.
Yeah, only Albright, but at that point, who knows who it's going to get to, and we kind of probably want to.
He knows who it's going to get to. The pseudo dragon is smart.
Well, no, he knows it's going to get to Albright, but will Albright spread that to anybody? How do we know we're trusting him? I'm new.
Yeah, you don't know
here.
any. Of
I
these
don't know
people,
any of
right?
these people.
How
Why
dare
are
you
we
question
telling-
Commander Albright?
Well, I think I have
He's
every right
raised me
to.
from a kitten.
I
I
know,
when I was dry and I'd end up wet.
keep that energy.
So we'll no. I trust Albright, but we need to report to the Goblin Witch lady.
The hobgoblin.
I'll trust you for now, and I'll
Okay.
trust this Albright character, whoever that may be. He's your commander.
He's the commander, yeah. Well, you would know Albright, being around the area.
Yeah.
Albright would have been a
Who
well-known
said I'm
figure
from around the area?
because he worked in the coin
Oh yeah, I kind
shop.
of did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't. That
a different
was
guy.
my
That
old
the
guy.
That was the ranger.
Oh.
who
Yeah.
died. Who got choked out.
That was Glute McShoot.
Oh, because you were
Oh,
in
poor
the.
Luke McShoot.
Oh yeah, you were in the cave.
What was silence
Sorry.
from Luke Shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He may
Yeah.
rest in
He,
peace.
he didn't deserve his fate. He did
That's
not deserve
No.
his fate.
No.
Hey,
Yeah. We got
hey.
Screwed over.
Not my decision.
So if you're not local, then that's fair. Sorry, I forgot your character
fine.
swaps.
You might know his younger brother, Albrand.
No, I've not heard of Albrand. I would like to join you fellows. I think I've been a useful companion. I'd like to come back to this ship and meet this Albright person.
Debatable.
I just stare.
We need another sword for now, Jakar. I say we take him.
There are plenty of people that we could just easily get from within the Flaming Fist. We don't have to take this Randall Calrissian that just showed up here.
Randall Calrissian, I take that as a compliment.
Should be a compliment. He seems like a fine fellow. Let's bring him along. What's the harm?
Luckily
What's
enough
the
for
worst that could happen?
lucky enough for
Worst
you,
that
I
could
don't know Darth Vader, so we're good.
If he stabs us in the back while we sleep and takes all our money, then you've got no one to blame but yourselves.
If you don't fall
personally
asleep,
will
you have
keep a
nothing to worry
watchful eye
about.
on
Just
him.
stay awake.
Well, then I'll sleep much better knowing you're watching it.
Yeah.
Actually, this zombie friend of mine, he can watch
There
over
you
us.
What's his
He'll
name?
sound the alarm.
What's your zombie buddy's name?
Deadite.
Number one.
Deadite?
Number one.
Deadite.
Did you check his wallet for identification?
He was just some random corpse of some homeless bum I found lying on the street.
All right.
No,
And the
it was a
gutters.
corpse of one of
Partially ratty.
some old farmer. It was a skeleton. It's some old farmer who was buried here like
Generation
50,
Oh.
60 years
Oh,
ago.
actually, you know
Sure
what?
tumbled down. There's
I
lots of
would
that
lo-
about random farmer.
Old
I would
McDonald's.
have loved to get the guy who was.
Can't tell you what his old
Remember
man
the
was.
farmer doesn't
Remember
anymore.
the skeleton that was in the sarcophagus that we stepped into? I would love to get that guy if it was possible.
You'd have to hoist the body out. The
Oh,
skeleton.
is that the
the
one
ocean.
that
Yeah,
Effie stepped in?
Yeah, he can't just
Yeah.
move on his
I've
own
heard
once I
him.
animate him.
But you've already left the cave system.
It's close by. You can go
So
back
you
just
need
to
to-
take that.
I wouldn't.
money.
I'm not going back. Have fun. Good luck.
Ah, man, it's just so hard to choose a spell here.
I
All
haven't
right,
had blue in
basic
such a long
skeleton.
time. It's very foamy.
Not my
yeah.
thing.
Your basic
Not my
skeleton is
thing
like
at all.
there you go. And the strength of 10.
That's why this is
What
okay.
about
I would
zombie? What
recommend-
about the basic
Is it?
zombie?
Yeah.
Because I can have a zombie too.
Would you like a skeleton or a zombie?
Which I want whatever one's better. I think the zombie has more hit points and does more damage, but doesn't have the resistance to
To-
slashing.
Well, I mean,
Resistance to piercing.
the
to
zombie
piercing.
also has a skeleton. It's just wrapped in dead flesh. I mean,
But the zombies,
That's the
if
both rolls, right?
yeah.
Yeah, higher
have
strength.
undead fortitude, so when they hit 0 hit points, they make a con saving throw. Or, DC of 5 plus damage unless damage on the success of zombie drops to 1 hit point instead and doesn't die.
Yeah. I definitely want. I
But their
definitely want
speed
the
is 20
zombie.
feet, not 30. They're slower.
They're slower, right? What do you guys want? Do you guys want a shambler that looks
Zombies smell.
a shambler, or do you guys
Oh,
want a
true.
skeleton?
Nah,
The
give me the
smell, that could give
skeleton.
us
Yeah,
away.
I don't
you
want
guys
the
don't want the
smell.
skeleton?
Especially with a
Probably
cat.
I'll take a zombie.
Especially the cat on this squad.
I'll take a zombie, please.
Now we've got a stinky, slow.
So someone's going to cast Zola.
Corpse.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's like-
He's with us.
You
He's
chose
got
the
22.
zombie.
He's got 22 hit points.
That's
He
pretty
can
good.
take way more damage.
Yeah.
He's worth having a nice.
I noticed
shambler.
that there was a lot of hit points.
That's a lot of hit points.
We have someone who's got
Skeleton's only got
cleansed,
10 hit points. Yeah, I can do that. I think that I have
13
that.
hit points, but
I've
they
got
also
mending,
have
so I'll make them not stink.
they're immune to poison, vulnerability to
The
bloodstain.
fact that you don't have to wait for them is good.
Well, I'll just mending him. That's fine. That only matters once we're in combat, right?
point.
So I'll just mending him so
Okay,
he
so you
doesn't
got-
stink so
Not
bad.
that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're going to the ship.
That's a lot of hit points. How many hit points did I have again?
22.
22?
Yeah, it is pretty good.
10 bonus hit points over the other guys. And he's got what's his attack again?
right there. Very good. +3 to hit.
Plus
5
3 to hit,
1d6 plus 1
1d6
bludgeoning
plus
damage.
What direction did we see the ship going? Because you saw it out there in
It
the
went
harbor, right?
Upriver.
Yeah, so you guys saw the ship
Plus 3 to hit's not bad either.
going
Yeah.
this way,
Okay.
right?
How are we going to try to get there?
So
Well, we sent the pseudo dragon to warn Albright. We can't catch it, so I think we should
And his
report
AC was 13, right?
To the fist?
to
Yes.
the yes. We should
guys, 8.
Oh,
AC 8? Alright, that's still fine. It was the skeleton.
Do you
with
want
the
22 or do you want to roll when you roll?
I want the
22?
22. He's
Just
just
a
a meat
13
shield.
hit
Right?
points
Yeah.
for the skeleton.
He's just a meat shield.
So yeah, we need to report to the and then we can always chase them if what's her name wants the force.
So you guys are heading back towards this building, right? Okay. So you leave Tumbledown, and again, you guys are at this location, right? The center thing was the location of the well.
Yeah.
You climbed up. You climbed down here. You guys just duck back in, head back. You send out pseudo dragon. Whatever she's called. The sun was going down as when they saw the ship sailing up that way, and you saw Garruk on the deck, stay there looking out, seemed like anything was wrong. But you know for a fact that it was his skeleton that was down. So you return to HQ. Again, the body of the person who they were questioning is still sitting there. He's still sitting there. He's got his hands in the cauldron, and he's just like withered. He's like all like, but he doesn't look dry, but he looks like he's been drained, like he's been starving for about a month. But he's only been there like a day and a half, 2 days.
Is he dead?
His hands are in the pool and his eyes are white.
Is
right now.
he dead?
He's not moving.
Try to animate him?
Poke him first. Make sure he's.
Is he alive?
Who wears the spell slot?
I'd poke him with the
Well,
stick.
then I can have 2 zombies.
Poke him with the stick.
No, I know, but let's
breathing.
wait for the boss.
He's breathing, albeit ragged, like
Oh, alright.
weak. But he's like kind of just staring off. He's looking at the same direction as this hobgoblin matriarch. He was like sitting there. He's always on the floor. She's chained up on the floor, and she's got her hands always like on the cauldron. She's always staring into the cauldron. Doesn't know, never speaks to anybody. That's what she does. Albright is not here. You guys walk in, and there are a couple of guards of the Flaming Hand that are in there. They would be below rank of your teachers, but in between where you guys sit currently and your instructors in your fields. Let's say, for argument's sake, they'd be around level 7, level 8. These guards, right? They guard the sanctum, if you will. Again, these buildings belong to
Relatively badass.
these 8 buildings belong to the Flaming Hand, and this L-shaped building is the HQ. This is your dock where the Heart of Gold docks all the time. So you walk into HQ. You're sore. You're at you go and the first thing you would do is rest. I assume, right?
Well, we report.
You report. Okay, so who do you report to? There's 2 guards, and that's it. There's one of the old. She's staring into her pool with this other person there. There's no one else to report to currently, but these guys are just in there. There's no one to
Yeah.
accept your
I'm
report.
tired of
Sorry.
having to unlock that over.
So, while you're in there though, looking like you walk in, look around, you can see there's like some boxes of treasure, a couple of like lower level like initiates from the Flaming Hand are moving in some like treasure boxes and some like covered artwork and stuff like that. It's being moved in, usually gets sorted. Albright, is there normally sorted through it. He has left. And there's no one. And if you ask the guards, he left in a huff. He was not at all happy that Garruk showed up and you guys were still missing. So he left. He was cursing you guys, like speaking, like not very. He's not very happy with, well, not you. Not very happy with the three of you. Where's your dwarf compatriot? He's I guess not with you again. I see. I guess, but
This is the guard saying
the
this
guards
to
are
us?
are
Okay,
talking
just
to
tell
you
us.
guys.
I'm right under my breath. Not a big loss.
So the party, you know, he lets you know that, right? So you have time to, you know, go to your quarters, rest, or these other buildings would be where you guys can all have quarters separately in separate buildings. You don't have your own little like accommodations. You guys haven't purchased.
Right, like a barracks or something.
Yeah, you're. This is like a barracks where they train, right? Where the training hand train.
So everyone's got like their own cot and like a little chest.
Basic shit.
Yeah.
So you guys rest if you like. Gather your spells. You have time to go over your rituals if you want. Okay, so has everyone loaded up their character?
Yep.
Okay. What are you doing while you're resting and doing your studies? You got these. You're doing your studies and all that. You've got these writings and rituals that you found downstairs.
Yeah, we'll start trying to decipher, I guess, Arcana check.
Yes, please.
This is before we rested, as we're starting to get ready. Just before we rest, Jay's gonna sing a ditty to inspire me.
Yeah, sure. I inspire you.
And I'll give you guidance for whatever you're trying to do.
The
So
dwarf,
you
he
sit there
seemed
studying at
tough,
the table,
but
you're
it
being-
turned out
What's
he was
your-
a little tough.
is it a
and now
D6?
he's gone.
Are you still
Now
a
he's
D6
dead.
or D8 now?
I'm a D8.
Is there a dice? I have dice.
What kind of a check was it? Was it one that I could have guidance?
No, I did take a guidance. 13.
All right. So the guidance is another
oh, no,
3.
never mind. 20.
Another 3
20.
off the guidance.
23.
23. Okay. So you're able to decipher that the ritual does not involve the sun or the moon to be in position, but rather a star, specifically the star Aldebaran, right? Which is a star that is in the sky predominantly around the winter solstice, which happens to be coming up within the month,
How convenient.
right?
Yeah.
Within a month, it will be the winter solstice. But as being down south, as you guys are, you don't. It's not like you guys don't really get winter or whatever. But they, but it's still a festival. It's still a celebration that a lot of people know. A lot of people celebrate and stuff like that. But that's like a month away, right?
Could I do a history check?
Well, he discovered this, so
I'll share it with the party.
But you're all okay. So
We're hanging out.
that's fine. So you can share that with the party. You can make a history check if you like.
17. I have a proficiency. Oh, history is what? Intelligence?
Our guidance at +1.
So that's 17, 18. And history is intelligence, 19.
Well, historically, you know that like it's a time to celebrate. It's just like it is, Christmas for us. Time to celebrate, get together, everybody feasts, especially if you're up north and But originally it was like a festival of the sun where the sun's at the lowest in the sky and the longest night. Now, historically, I don't know what else to tell you aside from the fact it's
Nothing useful.
Based on the Arcana, does
Yeah.
it look like a summoning type ritual or an empowerment
a
ritual?
portal,
A portal.
right? That
Emanating from the crystal?
the water around the crystal
Oh, okay.
becomes the portal, right? And so,
It's a good thing you cleansed it.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Very good.
it also shows you learn that those two faces that were in the room, when at that time, what opens the portal are these two water nymphs, these two water like spirits that allow that open the portal. But they're only out. They can only come out of those statues when Aldebaran is reflected in that crystal. That's like the only time they can be there.
We have a month.
They're quite powerful, and albeit neutral and natural like things, but they're fairly indifferent. Convenient that it was at the bottom of a wishing well, right? That was in the
They're more like forces of nature as opposed to
So
forces.
they'll
of
just
spirit.
do mechanically do their task or whatever.
yeah. And if nothing is asked of them, it's their one night where they exist, and then they're banished again. The only time, and again, if it's cloudy that night on that time of the year, it doesn't happen because so interesting.
Just a one night.
One night a year, the one night when the star is in the right.
And that
right
is coming
position.
up though.
Yeah, within a month. We'll say exactly 30 days.
We need to cleanse out these caves and
Or find a way to obscure the stars.
I accidentally tipped the camera. Could you just do a quick sound check?
you could bury your
It hit the speaker.
Smoke bombs.
Sound check, sound check. Sound check, sound check. All right, we're good.
So that's what you've learned.
Can we do an Arcana check on the Eye of Galore, or the what's called the Eye of
Galore.
The Eye of Galorg, so we can see what it's like. It's
You can
supposed
cast
to do with this
identify
whole
on it.
thing. Eye of Galorg.
You have someone identify it.
Well, you can ritual cast it, or we can just go.
If you have someone has it, you can ritual cast.
I don't think there's any.
I'll just go to the identifier for the the fist, flaming fist identifier.
There must be a flaming fist.
There's a great discount for members of the Flaming Fist.
It's gonna cost money.
20 gold.
20 gold. All right, I'm not paying.
I mean,
Pretty cheap. It's usually 100.
Hey, that's Pool of
Considering-
Radiance rules.
Considering-
You know it's like it's a very powerful artifact. You don't know much else about it. You know that when you try to attune to it, it also tried to attune to you.
5 gold each.
5
Fuck
gold
up.
each.
I'll throw in $5.
$5 each. Let's go. You want to know what it is?
Yeah, but we already know what it is. It's not gonna tell us just to get it identified. Is it gonna tell us the history of it and everything?
Tells you what it is.
We already know what it is. We already know all about that. What we need to do is we need to find out.
Do you not think there would be?
Yeah, it tells you. You also learn all its abilities, but you don't learn its history. You don't learn about it.
That's what we want.
Is it a legendary
We want the
item or
history.
not? You don't just you just know.
We want, or not its history. So we want its abilities. We want to know what it does.
20 gold.
Okay,
eh?
okay. Is there
gold
someone
each.
in town who might know what it is? Is there someone we could go
Yeah,
to?
can we,
who would
let's
know
talk to
history?
let's go talk to the
wanna
hobgoblin
throw
with
in this
no
thing around?
eyes, and we're gonna ask her
Yeah.
about the Eye of Galorg,
This could be a knowledgeable person.
and I'll guidance her before we ask, just so that she's got that +2 to her own little abilities.
She stares off beyond you at like a patch at the ceiling. If you're so describe to me what you're doing to her. You're casting guidance. You have to touch someone to cast guidance.
I think that does someone wanna look that up for me?
I think you have to.
Okay, well, I'll give her a touch, and I'll cast guidance on her, and I'll say,
Touch, yeah.
Is she a willing creature?
yeah, and I'll say, I know that you're relatively competent. We've come to you for knowledge before. Tell us what this
Relatively
thing
competent.
does.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
That's as good as it gets for my guy.
So as soon as you touch her, mentally inside your head, you hear an echoing scream of like pain and torment in your head as she's there screaming about her missing legs. But
Damn.
We're not getting anything from her. I don't think.
Is she actually missing legs in real life? When we look at her, does she have her legs?
Yes, she has her.
She has her legs, eh?
So
Okay.
is she looking at spirit? She's
I'll,
connecting with something else.
I'm
that
gonna.
is lost
I'll
in legs.
ritual cast. Remove
You hear
curse.
you also hear in the background sorry, just tell me what you're going to
Oh,
cast.
okay. Oh,
In
wait
the
for you.
background, you also hear like a male voice separate from that, kind of like groaning, like shuddering, retching. But only you hear it, and only when you touch her to cast guidance.
And the guy still got his hands in the thing.
Yes.
Hmm. Is it that guy's voice? Have we heard him before? Is it his voice?
We talked to him before. We talked.
Yeah, so
But
we would
it's
know.
kind of like a grunting, shuddering groan. It's not like
So it's
you're
not like
hearing
a groan like
conversation,
from that
you're
guy.
hearing-
Eh?
Yeah, you can't.
And her hands are in there.
Yeah, they're both like, almost halfway to their elbow deep. She's like turning something over in the cauldron that she stares off into. You guys know that the flaming hand is not necessarily altruistic or great intentions, especially if they can use a hobgoblin witch to their advantage, or a hobgoblin sorcerer, or whatever she was, to their advantage. They're
Not
gonna
worried
use
about the
that.
details.
Not at all. So, what were you gonna cast? Sorry.
I was gonna try and ritual cast remove curse. How long would that take?
10 minutes.
You guys want to wait? You want me to remove this? See if
Yeah,
she's
I'll hang out
cursed.
with you.
I'm hearing lots of like. Go ahead and touch her too. If they touch her, do they get the same feeling?
Did they touch her?
Do you guys want to touch her? What,
Do you
what?
lick her?
Definitely don't
I
lick.
feel
but-
like Boomy's off trying to find the second in command to report what's going on. while
So
we're
we've got
doing
some
this.
time regardless. So
Okay. So,
I may as well ritual cast remove curse.
but is
on
other
her.
people touching her?
You guys want to touch her to see what she's like?
I'll
Straight up removes it.
Touches.
touch
Yeah.
it. Touch it.
I'm just watching still.
When you poke her,
Yeah.
you don't get any sensation from it. It's the casting of a spell on her and the channeling of magic on her that is causing this reaction.
So
Well,
like
channel the
I
magic.
got nothing. It's got to be your spell, man.
Okay, why don't you cast something on her? Do you have any touch spells that you can? Any touch cantrips?
I have sneak attack.
Got message.
Why don't you? Why don't you?
You know
message
she's
her?
suffering. You know that mentally she's suffering.
Hmm.
I
My
will.
guy's a jerk, but even he doesn't like think she deserves that.
I'll message her telepathically. Try and talk to her that way.
You cast message, and then once you're casting message to, because you can interact with anybody within 100 feet, you can see. Your brain is once again same thing as her, just filled with the echoing screams of like some bestial, like female, like hobgoblin voice just screaming in agony. And
So she's being misused, abused.
oh yeah, and but you can't tell anything outwardly that it's happening to her.
Okay.
She's just like outwardly, she's just staring off, kind of out in space somewhere.
Can
Give me a
I,
moment. Let
ask
me use
her-
my superior intellect to remove this, to try and cure her, so we might
That's a
question.
good
her.
idea. I'm
So-
gonna talk to her. I'm gonna be like, hey, anything we can get for you?
Again, just the scream, the
Like a
echoing
cool
scream.
drink?
You hear like again, you hear that
Foot rub?
shuddering male's voice retching.
Okay.
So, but that's
Okay, so we're letting you ritual cast. Remove curse.
Yep. So that takes about 10 minutes for me to do that, I guess.
so you do ritual casting. You
Yep.
go and find. You do find other people. You report to your superiors, and they let you know. Like, what you tell them to tell you what. You tell them what you found, what you've seen, and they dispatch 5 people to tumble down. Just go on the type of gates and describe and see what they find. They'll report back. Supposed to report back within 2
They're
hours.
going to
It's
report
just
back
a quick expedition, right? While you're looking around, you see like other people who've been killed, whatever. There's you walk past the where the fighters are trained and stuff like that. That building is moving on. You carry on your way. If party wanted to recruit some hireling, they could, but you have a free zombie, I guess. So you would carry your bags.
Do you want to dress up the zombie?
Oh, I'd take a leather armor for him, a short sword and a shield, or a long sword and a shield. Can a zombie use? It's a simple weapon. Can a zombie use that?
They can carry it.
Okay.
So that's gonna claw.
Use a spear? No.
Well, I guess they can't do anything except.
I guess
use
that would be a bonus with the
Yeah.
skeleton.
Could you get like
Oh, it says
knuckle
slam melee weapon attack.
Their hand is the weapon.
Okay, then it does the bludgeoning damage. All right. Well, it is what it is. You know
Just
what?
for
It's a
trying.
body. It's a body to throw in the way of things. Yep. So anyway, I'll just it can carry my bags at
Well,
least.
when I'm,
I really think you need to weekend at Bernie's.
Do you want to
I
leave your
feel like
bags
some
on this thing?
I love weekend at Bernie's. What's that?
Do you want to leave your bags on this thing, or do you want to have them with you?
It's completely under my control. I trust it more than I
Yeah.
trust you.
I'm
Fair enough.
curious.
What if you
to see
get
happens.
separated from it?
Then it dies.
It's
What if
got
I
all
get
your
separated
stuff
from my
and
pack?
it falls on the field over there.
To be fair, it doesn't really have. I'm not really carrying a sack with me or anything
Fair
like
enough.
that.
Okay,
It's,
okay.
It's just carrying your rope.
yeah, pretty much. It's got the rope. It's got like I don't have a spyglass or anything. I got like nothing. I just got
Can
my
I
beginning adventure
buy
gear.
a couple things? I want like an adventurers pack.
You have an
you must
adventure
have had
pack.
one of those.
But you can
I
replenish your rope.
Yeah, I want to replenish.
Oh yeah.
Also,
Rope.
not just adventurers pack. There's like other packs. Could I borrow my book back and then I'll lend it back?
I'm good with it. I honestly I can't even figure out what third level spell to memorize. They all just seem so like
I'll just quickly just tell you.
I may as well just ritual cast remove curses when I need to instead of having it like memorized.
So
It's
we
just,
could
they're
just-
all just
How much for 20 shots?
What, 20?
20 bolts.
Like.
You don't even worry about it.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay.
negligible.
I just wanted.
You just say you're
You
doing
always-
it.
Let me
You
say
always
I
have
am
20 volts.
Issued to you by the Flaming Fist.
I am replenishing my stock of things.
I mean, I'll ask the bastard if he has any scrolls I can add to my spellbook. Haste.
Yeah. Haste is nice. Haste is so nice.
No.
Aw.
Not even like a level one.
Oh, he can teach you. He will give you access to his works in order to copy a scroll for yourself and then pick it up and learn it yourself. He'll offer you that, sure. You know what he'll say you can do?
I'm not gonna do it.
What will we say?
You're
That...
charging us to even cast Identify. Like
But
Well, I'm gonna identify. Then I'm gonna get identified.
all right, yes.
What type of enemy do we think that main guy was?
he'll allow you to copy 2 level 1 spells.
Nice.
It's
Something.
like a,
So maybe you could ritual cast Identify while I'm ritual casting Remove Curse, and everything will happen at the
Because
same
as you
time.
because as you learn as like you're taking your time to do that, and this is like a reward because you've been good at your studies, you've been coming back all the time and reporting, and you've already taken action to go and summon Albright back. You tell him everything right about like okay, so while you're doing these studies, 10 minutes expires.
All right.
The remove curse, cast remove curse. Her eyes go, the whiteness leaves her eyes. It stays in the other guy's, in the man's eyes that you guys brought back.
Mhm.
And she pulls her hands out of the water, screaming and like mid screaming about like stop, like bring my legs back, I need my legs. And she's like, she's still there. She still believes that she's like, like in agony and pain for a few seconds. And she's like, and she's looking around, she's like shocked. And you can tell she's like, her hair is all white. She's been drained by this thing for a long time. But at one point, she was a very large, very like muscular hobgoblin woman. But she's since like, she looks like she's in her 90s, and hobgoblins only live to be like 50.
I tell her I've just redefined what it means to be exceptional. You're welcome.
Am I free? Am I free to go?
No, but you're free to not be under that curse anymore, and to tell me what I want to know.
She's like exhausted and tired, but she's like, "Oh, do anything, but don't let me, don't make them put me back in there."
Where are you from, lady?
Been so long. She explains that she was from the west. Sorry, from the east. I can't remember the name of the mountain range. The Sunset Mountains.
How'd you end
She
up
was-
here?
She was captured in the raids as we swept westward.
Okay.
She was she tells you she was a sorceress.
Just out of curiosity, if we were to help you get out, would there be anything you could do for us personally?
I would definitely report you if you helped her leave. I'm just letting you know right now. She's clearly a valuable member of the Flaming Fist, and she can stay here.
You're kind of stuck up, dude. Come on.
Oh no,
Let's hang
that's-
out. Let's party with this.
Well, I
we
want to
can-
know.
we
I want to know
party,
what
but
she
she's
can
not
offer.
going
us.
anywhere.
Let's party with
What
this
can
old
she
lady.
offer
She might be helping us.
She will help us, or her hands are going back in the dip.
Yeah.
So now, that being said, Crone, tell us everything you know about the Eye of Galord, and I'll guidance you to make sure that you do it right. +3 to her abilities.
Just
to
give me a
do it.
moment to sit and gather my thoughts for a moment before you ask.
You have your moment, but I'm still asking. I'll release your. Would your friend here be helpful too if I were to release him? Make another display of my awesome powers.
I don't know who that is.
I heard him screaming as well.
I don't know who that is.
We'll just leave him then.
So, she will cast the spell Legend Lore on the Eye of Glory if you want.
I do.
You do? Okay.
See, I just saved us 20 gold, boys. That's how it's done.
I actually can't refute that at all.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's exactly what you've
You're
done.
not wrong.
I prefer you said you're right. That'd be better for my ego, but
I think your ego's doing okay. Yeah, I don't think you need any
We're
help
not that
that way.
concerned about your ego.
I thought it was galore good.
Yes.
yeah, Galord.
There's a G?
No,
There should
no.
be. But I
it's
thought there
galore.
was. But galore. Been around the whole time. But it doesn't matter.
The Eye of Galord.
So you have one of these three eyes in this stone. This has been taken out of
We
the
have
stone.
the stone.
No, you have one of the eyes.
One of the
Mm.
eyes of the stone.
Interesting. Let's go look at it. Here, do you want to
So we
show
need to
that
collect the
picture
rest.
again, or do I get it on video? So we have one of these three eyes.
Yeah, the stone itself. As she casts Legend Lore, let me just I have to bring up Legend Lore just so I can see exactly what I should
I
tell
just
you
wanted
about
to
it.
show because that was a pretty cool picture.
So start. Okay, so she can tell you all about the lore.
Forgotten stories.
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
secret lore that has never been widely known.
That's a pretty. What level spell is that? 5.
Damn. So we definitely got like a souped up version too.
I'm like, dude.
I will actually
This
legitimately
old
thank
lady's
you.
powerful. Like let's like bring her along with us.
She can join a party.
Join our party.
Again, she's looks like she's 90, and hobgoblins are usually dead by 50.
We
of
could
old
put her in a
age.
wheelbarrow and push her around. We could have your zombie push her around.
She has like a
and-
7 for every stat except wisdom.
right. We could have her do all sorts of gnarly stuff.
22
man.
wisdom.
Dude, like
4
think of the things we
constitution.
could have her do for us.
If I'm not allowed to leave this hellish place, neither is she.
Oh
You are.
man, like I think you're missing out on a big opportunity here, man.
So she tells you that this is one of the eyes of the Stone of Galore.
Where is the stone of glory?
Does
It's
it
somewhere safe.
say that she's allowed to tell you where it is? Does it say that-
She may not know that.
Well, she may know a story that depicts of its location.
That's a good point.
only that it's been missing for well over 400 years.
Where was it last?
Last before it was the Stone of Galore,
Yeah.
before it was turned into the Stone of Galore, it itself was an aboleth. You guys know where an aboleth is? This is an aboleth.
Yeah, that.
This is an aboleth.
He thinks you're badass.
That's the thing that
Let me go
touches
look at
you
it.
when you drown.
Oh, I see
Remember
the
the one
eyes.
Right?
We fought one last.
I see the eyes on it.
Where did we fight one?
So this
Did
thing
we
is
fight one, or was
gonna.
that-
You
no,
fought
maybe-
you fought something with that same ability from
Right.
it. Let me just bring this up this picture for you.
That's good.
Oh
Oh yeah.
It's not letting me make this bigger or scroll even. Awful. Anyway,
Oh, there it is.
that's an
We got
aboleth. Cool. Okay. Is a large fish-like creature. But she can't tell you much about aboleths themselves because she's giving you the information about the eye itself. Okay, that the eye itself, that the stone itself is missing an eye is something that is unheard of as this.
We only have
this
one of the three
stone-
eyes.
Yeah, this stone has been missing for, like I said, over 400 years. There's no knowledge of any stone ever being plucked from it. Tells you that the entire Stone of Galore, if it can be used to cast Legend Lore spell, remove curse, greater restoration, as well as offer, like if offerings are made to it, it can grant boons.
Huh.
It also allows
Wounds can be
a
good.
user to access all the memories that Galore would have, which is all the knowledge, culminated knowledge of the Aboleth hive mind, basically. All Aboleths are from the day they're born, from the moment they're born, have the cumulative knowledge of all other Aboleths that have ever lived before them.
Like the Borg.
That's kind of
And-
sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The
really
only
cool
one,
concept.
the only Aboleth that
We went
ever
to the Bene
escaped,
Gesserit, we went
Yeah.
that was ever known to
know
not
which I
share
like.
its knowledge
Yeah.
with the hive was Galore. And this is what became of Galore.
I have done all the Dune stuff.
So
Oh,
Stop with your
isn't that
original
glorious?
I haven't read it.
Some of the stuff is sunny.
she tells you also that the
It's
if you seek knowledge from Galore, you will also dive into your mind and seek knowledge from anyone who possesses it. It's believed that the consciousness of Galore is still awake.
Is Galore a malevolent being, or is it neutral and it's just a force of nature?
Force of magic.
Force of magic? So it's
Force
neither
of
good
the
nor
arcane.
evil,
It's
it's
just
just a thing.
Knowledge,
Just part of the
that's amazing.
weave.
Well, Aboleths are not good. They're
Lawful
not
evil.
good. Their Aboleths are just they exist outside our understanding of good and evil.
Right.
I'm glad you rephrased it because I'm offended that they would label all aboleths as lawful evil when I'm sure that there are some non-lawful evil aboleths out there. That's stereotyping the aboleth, and I don't appreciate it. So I'm glad that you're
Just be thankful
rephrasing
this
it.
Aboleth doesn't have tits.
Well, I'm actually disappointed about that.
What would that even look like?
Yeah,
Like a
please,
cow? with
Describe,
udders?
Adam. Describe what an aboleth breast would look like for us.
Would there be
I'm
multiple
sure
ones, like-
Rule 34. No,
Is there a pair? Is there like?
no.
Like, is it like a?
I'd probably do like
cow?
6,
Is
like
there
a
an
couple
udder?
udders or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. That's how I envision it, at least. Adam, can you confirm?
I think there's a couple on the back for. I think they just like make. I think the young would just make nipples wherever they
It's
need
a
them.
360 nipple factory.
Yeah,
That's
I think-
nice.
I don't think their young would drink milk.
What color is aboleth milk? Is it blue?
I'd say so.
Interesting.
I was thinking
Incredibly
Mm.
poisonous. But anyway,
10 minutes later, back to the adventure. I
My
don't know
classroom fish.
sorry,
know
my
what
turn
aboleth
is over.
breast-
It's a 3
what?
minute
My
long
classroom fish died today.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Heard it
What was your
smelled.
fish's name?
It did. It smelled. Students asked what it was, and I said I had filet of fish for breakfast.
I animate that it.
They asked
So-
what happened to it. I said the other fish murdered it.
She tells you that the eye of Galore that you have, is the one that can actually cast the remove curse spell itself. But
Yeah, it was pretty big.
like it can do it once per day. It can remove a curse. It can also bestow a curse once per day.
Interesting.
But it also might take you over.
No, it's if you try and connect to
Yeah.
it.
Well, you have to, but in order to
use it.
use that ability.
I ask her, what would be the correlation of this Eye of Galore along with a ritual that would involve what's the name of the star and opening a portal? Because the guy let's say someone wanted the Eye of Galore and they also wanted to open this portal. What would be the correlation?
So you want her to
between the
cast
eye-
this again for a different purpose.
What would be the
gonna
correlation
die.
between the Eye of Galore and opening a portal with what's the name of the star?
The Star of
Albright.
Azeroth.
Albright.
Opening a portal with
Albright.
Albright. Is there a
Aldebaran.
correlation?
Aldebrand.
It's not the name of the captain.
Now it's Albright's the captain.
Albright and Aldebrand. All right.
Alderon. Albrand.
So, you want it to take another 10 minutes for cast this. Okay. This is the second 5th level spell that she's casting after being stuck in that vat for a time. So she has to. You can see it's taxing on her now because she's casting. She hasn't rested or done anything.
I'll give her a cure light wounds before I make her do it.
I'll rub her feet.
I'm still just watching.
Okay. Yeah, you're rubbing her feet. You cast cure light wounds on her.
Does she
it's
like
not the same
it?
as
Does
resting.
she like that I'm rubbing her feet?
She thinks it's weird. She's never had anything rub her feet ever. She's a hobgoblin, for God's sake.
Yeah, of all the feet 90-year-old hobgoblins.
Oh, my hands smell now.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
taking poison.
Yeah.
Poison.
Make a con check. As you squeeze whatever from within underneath the
The
layers.
pus
of
is
dead
coming
skin.
out of the
The
fingernails.
90-year-old hobgoblin.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
So, you're gonna make her cast Legend Lore.
Well, I cured her wounds and everything like that. She can be tired, but
She has like 8 hit points. Yeah, but she's not like she's drained. She has to like. You're making her cast Legend Lore.
do it.
Cast Legend Lore again, and you can see she's like very, very weak and quiet. She's barely able to speak.
Let's not kill the lists.
So
They might not like that, yeah.
you
She's kind of done it to herself a little bit by casting stuff.
oh, she did it once. Like, that's pretty big deal. She casts it again, and she tells you that that location that you describe is legend says that's actually where the ritual that Galore underwent to become the Stone of Galore happened. It was trapped within a watery cave beneath Tumbledale. Before Baldur's Gate.
What can you
was
tell us
Baldur's
about
Gate.
Galore himself?
He was the only you're not casting the spell.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
ask.
he was the only one who escaped. Galore was the only one who left the hive mind and managed to get additional information from the outside world.
Yeah, he was an aboleth that was not part of their.
But he still had the collective knowledge of the hive mind. Did they have his, or was
No,
he?
they couldn't
Yeah,
get-
so
they
he
couldn't
was his own
access it.
separate.
Right. So he
Okay.
was like an anomaly. Right. And she passes out.
Hmm.
She's asleep.
But she's got 8 hit points now. So previously she had like less than that, right?
She has 8 hit points, yes. That you healed her for 8 hit points. So she had 9. And then she just cast a level 5 spell, which is
Dude, I don't know if the
physically
physical...
taxed her. It physically taxed her. She took 5 hit points of damage.
She would have lived, but it would have been real close.
So when I look at the other guy who's in there, that's probably sharing her memory. It's probably the two of them that were connected in the pool. What does he look like? Like, what's his deal?
Far more withered than when you left him last. When you left him, he was an old man, maybe in his 60s.
Oh, so it's that other wizard is what you're talking about.
It's
the
draining.
wizard
It's
on the-
draining their life. Like,
Oh, all right. This guy wasn't initially part of it. You want me to ritual cast remove curse on this guy too? This guy I don't mind taking with us.
Who made that guy?
He was one of the River Two
No, the guys
rats.
we fought.
who
Oh, all
was
right.
throwing.
Oh, it's that guy. All
I
right.
say we leave him.
He's the guy you took the necklaces off.
You can just stay in there. Then.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
It's
Yeah. All right. No. Let's remove curse him too. Get all his information as well. Like he'd probably have more inside information on it. He's the one who had these necklaces.
He
The
was the
amount of
carrier.
time spent casting casting legend lore twice, casting ritual casting,
Yeah.
remove curse on the first person.
Yeah.
40
20,
minutes.
30. Yeah, it's only gonna be 40 minutes plus the time to take it. It'll be an hour.
No,
Well, you
yeah,
just spent an hour.
Time take, yeah, but
Yeah.
but also since Boomy sent his familiar off.
Yep.
Okay.
What do
You
you
spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then
Well, we
you're
also
resting,
sent
you're
out those
taking a long
5
rest.
people.
You have to have taken
Yeah.
a long rest in order to have access to these third level spells.
I fought a couple packs.
Right. So it's been hours.
Those people also
your
went out
your
to the
familiar
cave.
returns with a note tied onto its leg, and then it telepathically tells you what's on the note anyway. Just that it gave the message, and it's like telling you that Albright read the message while the pseudo dragon was there, looked at it, wrote a note that basically said, "We'll confine him to ship. This meeting with the gnomes has to proceed. We'll be back. We're expected back tomorrow afternoon. We will keep Garruk contained on the ship."
They're not coming back.
So, anyway, so that's what that's what your familiar reports to you. That while it was there, it also saw a map. They're headed towards. They're heading over into the direction. Their plan is to head from this bend up toward the Field of the Dead, toward the Troll Claw Mountains, which is where the gnomes have sent word that they're tracking the escaped gnome from the ship, the escaped prisoner who fled northward into the.
Oh, so he escaped. The crazy gnome escaped.
In the bottom brown trousers.
All right.
Simple bottom brown trousers.
Yes. Like from this beautiful river. So, that like their end result is like right around here, kind of like a midpoint between the roads and between where this river and the river, would, eventually perhaps the waters meet. This is their goal over here. They don't know what to do. On the ship, there's the ranger that he was traveling with. There is a large dog, two large dogs, and then there was Garruk who was standing there, and the crew. Okay. That being said, you guys have rested. You've done all these things. What are you guys doing with the next little bit of time here?
Well, there were those people that went out to the site that we were at, and they haven't come back yet.
That was 8 hours.
And it was only supposed to be about 2 hours, so I'm gonna
They're
assume
missing.
that
Well, they
there's
haven't
something
come
wrong
back
there.
to where you guys are,
Oh yeah, I guess we should go
Right.
back and check. Okay.
right? So
We should go back and check on Boomy as well, because you were off doing your own thing as well with the other people.
I was just reporting
And
talking
copying
to my
spells and
yeah,
doing-
talking to my
doing wizardly things.
And so we meet up. Boomy, dude. Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened. We we're talking to the hag lady, and she had all sorts of information about the stone and shit. What did you learn?
I'll share my
Yeah, I share all my things. Man, that was far out.
yes. Very far out, man. I think we
I'm gonna have to write a song about this.
have the guys return, the 5 people.
No.
Before we leave the hut, I carefully put the crone's hands back in the water.
Well, she's asleep.
While she's asleep.
She's like past it. Her eyes open and she stares up at the corner of the wall again, like where the ceiling and the thing. She stares off into space.
All is as it should be. You know how it is. You go into a national park, you don't pick the flora and the fauna, you leave it how it is. She netted, if she was at 9, gained 8, lost 5. We did her a favor as far as I'm concerned.
Sounds like she hasn't had a
netted
chance
positive.
to talk to anyone. She got a nice foot rub.
Yeah,
She's better off than she was
I
before.
agree. Yep, we did her a solid, but now it's back to work.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
She had her pizza party, and now
That's it. Yeah, she got her foot rub and
A little bonus hit point action. And,
All
you guys
right,
are
what's
fucking
up?
horrible people. So, do you release the other guy?
I don't know. Is there a purpose? Do you think that he'd know any more information on the Stone of Glory? I can always just.
He might have other
Well, we did
information.
one-
in
Albright
general.
said before that they questioned him and the information that he doesn't even remember. He doesn't remember ever having any of the items that you had on you.
Well, you have
we can
the
just-
necklaces, right?
We can just leave them then.
Okay. And
So, yeah,
you
he
get the
doesn't
impression that Albright was convinced that he has absolutely no information. You don't know what Albright does to control her power or whatever she's doing. So, you guys are.
So we either cleanse this tunnel or we go after Albright.
Well, I
Those
don't
five
think that
people
it's
have not
cleansable
returned.
right now. I don't think that tunnel is cleansable, if you know
Well,
what
if
I
there's
mean.
enough of us, it is.
Is it? Are we gonna go and bring like the whole flaming fist with us and go and cleanse it?
Are they going to be willing to? There was only 2 guards there.
No, there's only 2 guards at night when we showed up.
Oh yeah. So are we waiting till morning and then trying to assemble?
Because they sent 5 and they haven't returned.
Dude.
So how does the flaming
But
fist take?
while
Do they
you're-
thoroughly
while
understand
you're
the urgency
there,
of the situation?
they kind of stumble in, and they're like all like pale, and they're shaking. Their armor is like dented and dinged up. But they're just kind of, but they're just being kind of quiet as they shamble in and kind of like go over and quietly report. Yeah, there was a horrible. They described that there was a horrible flood, and they were washed out into the river, and they got bashed against the rocks, and those that came to were able to rescue the other ones. This is what they're reporting, right? And from the
Alright,
smell and the fact that they're all kind of wet, it's believable.
Okay.
But
can I do
I'm gonna
deception? Insight.
Let's all roll in.
Well, guidance, someone's insight,
14 plus, so it's 19.
and plus another 2.
21.
they believe exactly what they're telling you, but none of them have. They're all wearing their armor, but their weapons are gone. Give me an insight. Give me an investigation check. Because there's just one of them
My
that's talking.
intelligence is low. That's for you two.
All right, I'll give
I'm
you the guidance
proficient.
plus 3.
I'm proficient
In what?
in investigation.
All
That's
right.
intelligence. I only have a +1 on it.
I mean, I'm
But you're
proficient. in
proficient,
that.
so
Yeah,
you
so
have
I'm
plus 4
3.
total.
Plus 4 total.
Plus
Yeah.
3 total.
Yeah, so I'll do it for you. Plus 3 on your guidance.
6
Oh.
plus 4, so 10 plus 3, 13.
As you're looking people over, they're all they're all wet, but their armor doesn't. If they were washed around, like some of these things look more like they've been crushed, not like damage from smacking against something, but like crushed, like folded over, in parts. But you think it's like you guys know it hasn't there hasn't been a lot of rain or water for them to have gotten washed out would be it's kind of a stretch.
I think we'll tell the commander to block these guys out.
You tell you talk to he's like these are some fairly reliable people. You're sure this is your recommendation?
Yeah, so something's going on with these guys. Like I know they're cool
So
dudes
he
and
nods
stuff,
over,
but
over at the wall, and
something's not
2
right,
other
right?
guards go out there, and they come back with a bunch of other guards. You guys are in the room at the same time, and you guys all this stuff's happening. They come back with another 5 guards, and your commander comes out, informs them that they're being confined to quarters, not prison. They're being confined to quarters until they get some questions answered. And you can see that they're all they're all very passive, but they're agreeable. They're mildly apologetic for the loss of their arms, and stuff like that. There's something seems off,
Well, it's unusual that they've all just straight up lost their weapons.
and they're all soaking wet. They came out of the.
We do an Arcana check.
Sure.
I'm useless.
I'd rather do an insight check on them again. Can I do that on my own?
I mean, I got 15.
On the Arcana? Okay, oh, well, that's something.
I don't know.
There's a lot of ways and potentially spells depending on the level of a caster who could create water enough to push someone out of those caves. But for 5 hours from to get back, they're long overdue. You could have swam back within.
What kind of armor are they wearing?
They're wearing like.
Is it metal?
You're gonna have a
Some
hard
of them,
time
were,
swimming
some of
in
them
that.
were wearing like medium armor.
Is it metal?
Some were, yeah. Some was like one. The heaviest was a breastplate. There was a chain
And he's
chain
alive?
There, yeah.
Huh.
You're not.
Because
You're
he
not
was swept
swimming
into
in
the
even
water with a
chainmail.
breastplate.
Yeah.
3 of them were wearing like studded leather. There's like, a breastplate and a chain belt thing. 2 people wearing medium armor.
Might be able to do it in studded armor, leather armor. Okay, sure, but even chainmail is gonna pull you down.
Yeah, chain belt has its disadvantages and advantages to it. So that's what you know. Anyway.
I don't have any spells that can read their minds.
I ask, since you rewarded him with some
Remove
initial
curse?
training,
They do lock them up. They lock them
Remove
up without,
curse.
without
Ritual,
anything else.
remove
Well,
curse.
I
Can we
could do
just
that,
ask them
but
what took
you
you
can
guys
question them.
so what took you guys so long to get back? Like you've been gone for hours.
Have we?
Mm,
Doesn't seem
yeah,
like
they're
it was that
confused.
long. Like
remove curse.
it's night. It was night. It was evening when we left. It's night now.
You got to spell magic.
yeah, I got the spell magic I could cast right now, but I'd rather ritual cast if it only takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, yeah, ritual cast.
Save your
They're not
spot.
going
Yeah,
anywhere.
Sure.
definitely save
All right,
your
I do it.
spot.
You burn the slot.
No,
No,
ritual
I
cast.
said ritual cast.
They're not. And they believe they're not cursed. That one that you know of.
Okay.
But they believe that it was only like less than just over an hour, less than 2 hours. They didn't know that they were. It's kind of shocking to find out that it's been 5 hours, right?
So we'll report that to the.
Okay.
commander.
There's a
Say,
big
There's
gap of
something
missing
going on
time.
here.
So,
might not be
who's the
possessed,
vice
but-
commander then that he was talking to get the spells and stuff like that?
Jason
Yeah.
Priestley.
Oh, interesting.
No relation.
All right.
Unrelated.
When I have a moment alone with him, I go up to him and say, "Hey, I see that you gave one of our compatriots there some spells, and
How would you see that? You didn't show you the spell book, or
I was
Oh.
off.
fine. I just go and say, hey, we just came back from this mission. We gave you all that information. I kind of led the party and made sure that we came back alive. Of course, you know me.
Me standing
Um,
over his
do you
shoulder,
feel
I did
like-
the damage.
I don't even know who this guy is. He's not a member of the Flaming Fist at all. Like, I don't even know why he's
Why
in
is
this
he
room
here?
with you.
I'm about to be.
I
But
can vouch for this guy. He's a cool dude.
like I said, I went on my own.
That gets me real far.
So,
is he a prospect?
So, as a valuable member of the team, I wonder if you can offer me a reward so I can get myself better equipped to make sure I can take care of these guys and prevent them from dying.
My good cleric, it's not my job to reward you for
I'm good taking
your
a loan,
service.
a holy symbol of say +1, so that I can continue to keep everyone healthy. That would be useful to me. Some way that I could channel my divinity a little bit better and continue
Perhaps
to
you
be
should
the.
speak to your direct superiors who issue you your rewards and if you're
I don't even
if
wait
you
for him
are
to finish.
unhappy with
As soon as he
your-
says that, I turn around and I leave.
if you're unhappy with your compensation, perhaps
That's what I'm saying.
you
What
turn around and
compensation?
walk away.
I turn around and walk away. All right. So I'll see
And I
my
look
own
at
day.
him. I'm like, you keep being awesome.
Awesome for what? Giving us nothing after we risked our lives?
I guess so.
Oh,
It's not the best stuff, but it's good.
Do you have like a? I need a new guitar, man. You have a nice guitar. I need a new guitar. Do you have a
My
magic
good bard, it is not my job to reward you for your
guitar? No, man.
services.
I'm not saying reward. I'm just like,
You're
maybe
talking to
down to
the
walk
you're
out.
talking to the wizard boss,
What's that?
I'm down to
not
walk
the
out.
bard.
I already
or
walked
the-
there.
I'm with you.
I'm
I'm
not
out.
even waiting.
I'm out.
As soon as he said I'm not getting
Oh
shit,
shit,
I took
you're not a
it.
bard. I'm so sorry. I thought you were one of. Okay, that's my bad. My bad.
I
You're
got.
talking to
I
like
gotta ask a
Professor
cleric.
Snape or McGonagall of the.
Or
Okay.
Jason Priestley.
Jason Priestley. Yeah,
Well, I figured since he had priest in the name and I'm a cleeric, then
Yeah.
maybe.
no, but
That'd
he's
be a
my
special exception.
direct report as the wizards.
All right, so I'll go see my guy then. What's my guy's name? Well, someone clever at him on the spot. Quick.
I only do one 90210 actor.
Stephen Berkeley.
Stephen Berkeley. All right.
I thought you were going to be like Dr. House.
All
or
right,
something.
all right.
I
all
gotta
right.
ask a good cleric, please vouch for me when it comes to
I say
the flaming
everyone's
fist.
witnessed the working of me, the true master. They took note. We were not rewarded for what we went and did, and as you can tell, I need to keep everyone safe. I've been leading them on, and I mean, I want to
Well,
make
Well,
sure
you
that I
did, you
don't
did
fail.
return one short, so I don't know how good a job you did.
He was useless anyway. He was actually just costing you money. You should be thanking me for coming back without him.
This
Man
guy,
can turn a phrase.
honestly, this guy really needs to take a chill pill. Like,
I'm actually probably the most chill of all of us. I just don't give a fuck.
I
He,
think he needs to like.
If there was a holy symbol, something that would enhance my magical powers so I could use my healing abilities to better keep everyone alive, perhaps we could prevent them from happening again in the future. Something that
My
didn't give-
child, if you are unhappy with the method of your compensation,
Oh god, are we gonna have to do this again?
I will absolutely recommend you for perhaps a loan or something when Commander Albright returns. We will mention your fine deeds. Also, the method in which you're reporting your fine deeds to us. We haven't heard from you since you qualified some weeks ago.
Well, I only come when I have something to say. I didn't want to waste your time.
That was pretty good,
Obviously,
that's pretty good.
my time, whenever I'm engaging with you, is never a waste because you got to talk to me. But at the same time, I mean, I want something from you. That's why I'm here.
Hold on a second. He just said that he hasn't seen you in weeks. When was the last time that we were there? It had to have only been a couple days ago.
Yeah, it's only a couple days.
He hasn't reported to anybody at all.
Oh,
He's
I
just
was
doing his
thinking
thing.
maybe we've forgotten how long we've been
The only
gone.
person he's talked to is Commander Albright.
Yeah, but now I want something, so that's why I'm here.
Show up with your hand out.
That's actually not my hand. I'm telling you I did a good job, and I'm looking
And we
for
will pat you on the head
repayment-
accordingly when Commander
repayment that
Albright
is due as
returns.
far as I'm
Since
concerned.
we're doing this, can I go see the bard guy?
Sure.
Hey man, boom! How you doing? It's
Great.
good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, it's the thing. It's
Yeah,
seeing
so-
you too.
So yeah, I got to get caught up on a bunch of stuff. Like, let me give you the down low, and I go through everything. I'm like, this has been a saga, my friend. Like, we are gonna have some
You'll have
songs
much to write
to
about.
write together
good.
about this, man. We need to get a pint sometime. I was just
Together?
wondering, yeah, together, you and me, man. Like, you know, you've heard of me, like back in Neverwinter. Damn, like I tell you. Oh man, my girl, she's just waiting for me up there.
You've heard the story before.
So I was wondering, like, I saw that sick Stratocaster you got on the wall there. I was just wondering, you know, it looks like it might be like a +1. You know, could I borrow that, or
No.
you know, dude, like this is for art.
Buy your own.
Well,
If you can't get the tools, man.
dude, like this is for the better of humanity, man. This is for fame.
Oh, good.
We're doing this for the universe. The universe demands it, man. For the art. It's for art. It's art, man. Come on.
Dude, you get
Can I
your
roll
own
for
thing.
it?
No, you can roll. The answer is no.
Oh shit.
No, I'm not just handing. You're not in Waterdeep. I'm not just handing out magic items to people.
He's big there.
I'm big. I'm big there too.
Wait, let me guess. We should wait until Captain Albright gets back and then ask him.
If you are
That'd be a
unhappy
good idea.
with the method of your compensation,
I would
I'm
like to
just
meet
trying
Miss
to
Albright.
put out into the universe what I want back.
great.
Well, then you're not getting anything back because so far, I don't know. Your performance has been questionable at best.
After a time of all this nonsense going on, Boomy, there is a hawk that lands on the window nearby you with something tied onto its foot.
I'll read the note.
Take the note off. It's a message from Commander Albright to you specifically, stating that the crew are returning on the Heart of Gold without his permission, and Garruk is on board. if you are in town when they arrive, since you're the one who had the information of this going on, if you can commandeer the ship for our purposes, we will replace its captain. We would be appreciative. After, and you know that your compensation will reflect your good deeds.
I know someone whose ears.
He was in the brig.
Well, I was just gonna say that's how I'll convince you guys.
Yeah.
They tell you that he was in the brig. He confined to the brig, and the crew was left on board with him to guard him, and while they went off on their expedition.
Right.
They didn't get very far before they returned for some supplies they would need to find the ship and outward. He is off in this area near the river with that halfling ranger and his pets.
But the ship's coming back.
They were headed down. They were heading downriver, which is back towards Baldur's Gate.
Right. I'll tell my commander and just say we need to prepare to seize the ship.
How many people were on the ship? How many people manned the ship?
2 dogs.
No, that's who's still on shore.
Okay.
I mean, last time we were on there,
There's three
there's
plus
three plus the captain.
yeah.
And
So it should be fairly simple.
we got it.
Perfect.
Might need some backup, but just be aware.
You don't need backup. I'm
If
here.
you hear ship going down,
So if they're heading this direction, we should be seeing if they're staying on the river, we should see them within a couple of hours. We will prepare, and they wait on the bridge. Right, Worms Rock here. Right. And they set up. They said they'll set up on this bridge, and they'll wait for him to return. You guys can prepare yourselves whatever you want to do. Are you going to take part in this thing, or are you going to do something else? You?
we
Chris?
got to fight for the ship, right?
I agree.
Okay.
With me, I'm down there.
We have 30 days.
I don't know.
to
They
clear that
didn't
thing
want
up.
to pay me, and Captain Albright's not on the ship. And
Albright said he'd pay us for this.
he did.
Yeah,
All
he
right,
did.
I'm in.
You'll be rewarded handsomely.
He
Upon his
explicitly said
return.
that.
Well,
So-
to be fair, he explicitly stated that Boomy would be well rewarded. He mentioned nothing of the rest of us.
I didn't
true.
mention that to you. I just said there would be good rewards.
That means you're gonna
Albright
have to share.
guaranteed.
Yeah, you're gonna be
I
sharing.
most likely will.
Most
But I'm
likely
not gonna
doesn't
tell
mean
Carl.
will.
Boomy, I got your back, man.
Considering Carl's often refused to compensate people. with their
Would you have compensated
No, I would not
him?
have compensated him, but still.
And then not only that, but then we have
But it wasn't
this
your
strange
decision.
person over here who out of nowhere went and wasted a valuable healing potion. That's 50 gold down the drain. We could have used that to become better equipped, but no.
He's had our
Wasted.
back, man.
I was
He's had our
not
back.
yet aware
Wasted.
of what I was doing.
Feel free to push him off the bridge.
Nah, he's had our back. He's with us. Can't you see? Like,
He
look
didn't
at him.
steal
He's like an
anything, or
honest
didn't even
guy.
make an attempt to steal anything from the treasure that I mentioned.
I would
Piled
like
up.
to be a part of it.
I was debating that, but
For
I
for
figured I might
now,
get
I
treasure.
suppose he's been adequate.
I've been an asset.
We
Let's
we
be real
appreciate
here.
your skepticism. We need that. We need that in a group, right? We need that. I just gotta say, I'm a pretty good judge of character, and this guy, I think he's not one thumb up. He's 2 thumbs up.
I'm even more skeptical.
I was gonna say I don't think that
Yeah.
But Albright did promise reward for this. So.
All right. I mean, may as well. As long as my leadership gets recognized, so I can get out of this place a little bit sooner.
At
I
the
suppose
very
I'm all right
least-
with it.
I've actually potentially seen the most of this thing, this creature that we've seen.
You
I
did.
might be able to help. I watched it consume and then reanimate the lifeless corpse of our dearest friend.
That's a stretch, but okay.
guy that drove the boat. Yeah.
He was
Right,
pretty.
well.
He was pretty dear. He was pretty dear. Oh, he's dead.
And he's alive though. Kind of. He's been the enemy.
He's
So you saw that in your cage?
I
No,
saw
he saw
that.
it coming down
I
when he
saw
came
that-
down the hole.
Yes.
He
Oh.
saw what
I
happened.
was
to
I
him.
was I was scared to go
Yeah,
away.
he's talking
I thought
about.
you
He's talking about
But
Hester,
what-
and he's talking about
Yeah,
He's talking about
the
Baldric.
dwarf. He's
Yeah,
talking
Or
about
not
Baldric.
Baldric,
Baldric.
Bilford.
Bill
But
Biffer.
Biffer.
Baldric was mine.
Yeah, Biffer. Yeah,
Biffer.
Biffer. You're right.
so. They set up. There's about 10 people that they set up on the bridge. All from the Mages Guild. So they're all like casters of some kind. You know, even though they might be guards. You know, but they took all their. It's going to be ranged things. They took all.
Cast Feather Fall
All
and
casters.
someone will jump off.
It's a great idea.
So I won't throw down the water mat because it's not needed.
Ooh.
I'm not.
Definitely thought you were addressing me with the word Matt there. Was
Sorry.
Confused for just a moment.
Water mat. That sounds like something you'd have in like a sex dungeon. Water. Bring out the water mat.
This is just rough. Oh, you know what? I gotta do this.
Are you bringing out the water mat?
Breaking it out.
Nice. Building it up. This Worm's Rock.
Yes.
We're
Oh,
freezing
so
it
this
at the
was-
brain second time through.
Just doing a quick.
This must be the what's called the docking area.
The bridge. Bridge.
Go get more. Go get more. I got this.
And I will. And I will bring out.
And this is over the water. There's water running under this. We're on a
Correct.
bridge.
Yeah. Again, these are those. I was close, Carl. Bashed you in the head. Again, these are those smaller buildings that we had out before.
Oh, I remember. And we
Where
were
they
over
had-
here before.
Oh, you would have been on way on this side, but these are like little access things because this bridge is actually a couple. Of
Oh, so you're
layers.
building it that way? You're building it that way?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
supposed to be a big bridge, right? It's like the
It's-
London Bridge.
Yeah, it's massive.
It does it have like shops and businesses and stuff on it?
Underneath, on top as well. Right. I'm gonna put this out here.
Matt, I
part of
forgot
the
to ask
structure.
you, have you played BG3?
That leads down
We're fighting another
to
braid again.
the lower
Nice.
levels.
Yeah, we talked about that. Of course, that was one of our first conversations.
So, again, this
I'm still in Baldur's Gate.
this tower,
It's
this
not my
air,
time,
this is
so-
like one of
This is
the
your
other
second
larger buildings that were here. It would be
I
an
got
old
stuck here
shop,
for a while, too,
and this
I-
tower leads down, connects to the legs that
There's
go
a
down.
little, Asterians, buddy.
I just freshly
Oh,
painted
yeah.
that one actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Which one?
the
That
whole
whole
slate.
Oh, that's one of Adam's things.
First act.
Very nice.
This is
Really?
my first time playing it. Oh, it's brutal.
Well, my daughter started playing it. And she played that, nobody.
Very
What's wrong?
cool.
No, you need to go back.
You need help.
You could miss scale if you weren't
Yeah.
paying attention.
You don't want to pull them out of the.
I built that thing. I built the fortification that from the set. I was like, oh.
Run it out.
Yeah, I tried a different paint technique. And it worked out pretty good. This actually go underneath. So, well, I get a couple of wizards. There we go. I get to 70 pieces.
This is on the bridge.
Wherever you want to put them on the bridge. We're in the building. I should build out that building very quickly.
Casters in the back.
I start barking orders to the casters, trying to direct them on where to go for optimal setup.
And I'm like, dude, did you say something?
I'm a war cleric after all.
I believe
I-
this one's me.
I'm like, did you say something, man?
I
don't
don't hear
hear
the crouch cat.
I wasn't talking to you. Only people
I think, Archie.
who would benefit us in this battle.
Why are your characters always dicks?
Where are
Jesus.
we anticipating them coming?
Carl doesn't have a lot of range.
From this side.
From this
I
side?
could be a
True to
good
life.
guy, but
This is
not as fun.
variations on dick
not as
characters.
fun.
So this section
This is
here.
this is the conceited dick.
I'm going to put this out over here. If it becomes relevant, I'll fill it in. But I don't know if it will become relevant.
So is this a dock over on this side then?
No. So this is. Where did I put that?
We're going over here then instead.
Marker. This one represents the first floor. This represents the second floor, and this stack is the tower section here, off of each. Right. Boom.
First floor, second floor, tower.
Yeah, top of the tower. Sorry,
So that's top of this tower, top
this
of
tower.
that
Top of-
tower and
that's
top of
top
that.
of this tower. Yeah, these ones are 4x4s. They're easy to build out.
Don't
But
worry about that.
No, it depends if you guys are going to be inside the towers or on top of the towers.
I was considering being on top of one depending on where they're coming from.
Right, because this is the bridge, right?
Yeah.
So we would be on the.
So we're way up already, aren't we? They're coming in a boat. So maybe being on the tower doesn't make a lot of sense.
So we could feather fall onto the boat.
Yeah, yeah.
My spells don't have
Or
that
we
kind
could
of range.
we could lightning bolt them.
Mm.
Throw the
Or
The
the
necklaces
secret
down
plan. Don't say it out loud.
Oh, that's the
Secret plan. We talked about it. Yes. The one we haven't said out loud yet, which is the OPest.
yes, that one will be fun.
Yeah.
So, you guys are about 30, 40 feet up in the air above the ship. Okay? Which, as it drifts and lifts down with its mast in, just kind of drifting on the current toward the bridge.
There's nobody on deck.
No
Nobody on
invisible.
Wizards cast feather fall on us, and we'll go down. Does that seem like the?
Good.
Do you guys agree?
Cast feather fall on you if that is what you wish.
You're
My
just making
turn,
funny
yeah.
faces, yeah.
Yeah, I say, yeah. I mean, it seems as good a plan as any. But
We need a
I don't
we
know,
need a zombie mini too.
I'd almost like it to dock first so we can get on a little easier.
What was it?
Is that its plan? It's drifting towards the dock so we can get
No,
it
it's
on
just drifting.
Because it could drift through the
there. Just
bridge, right?
drifting
Just keep going.
aimlessly.
Oh,
So we're
feather
getting
fall
ready to
was
jump
shooting
down
it,
from the
too.
bridge onto the deck, is what you're saying.
Correct.
Okay.
Right, because we're on the bridge right now.
Yep.
Because chances of it getting to the dock are slim. We'll go see.
All right. Yep, that sounds like a good plan.
I'll
It's
use
not often I give a
Timmy
compliment
Enchanter
like
over
that,
here.
but it's not often.
We are best buds of
That's
this
true.
group.
That's true. I have
It's the,
confidence in your judgment if no one else is.
The Pip and Usador of this campaign. Okay. We're best buds.
How do you feel about that?
Your characters are best buds. as close as Drakar's ever gonna have to.
I respect his character. He's
Okay.
proven himself to be a
Let him down,
worthy ally.
So put your pieces on the bridge somewhere
Definitely not
where
this
you like. You can be if you're going to be within the building here. I'll build
My
a
guy's a
building, but if not,
charismatic
I
player.
won't
He wants to
bother.
be everybody's best bud.
But
And yet he's no one's. How does that make you feel?
I have +5 charisma. I'm sure I'm
Well, I feel-
everybody's best bud.
We'd all be fairly close together on the top, ready to jump down
Yeah,
as it.
correct.
Roll for it.
I think we're probably all like right at the edge, kind of looking over, waiting for them to come into a good spot.
Let's see if I can find a nice elevated thing to put this camera on.
Is there any roll that I could do to potentially jump into an advantageous spot on the ship? Being proficient in dex.
See if I can use
Well, not
this.
proficient in dex, but like having.
We're gonna be happy to hit the ship if you want to be fancy. Probably roll something, right? Acrobatics.
Mhm.
Yeah. How did I know that was the
But you're not. Are you gonna have Featherfall cast on you?
Yeah, correct.
Then there's no. Then you can hit the ground rolling if you like, but you're just gonna kind of very gently. Provided you hit the deck. That's the thing. Like
Well, I'm more
you
so
can't
saying.
speed up or slow yourself.
Do I have to perform a perception check to like take a look at the ship? We know the ship, right? Well, I guess I don't.
They know
Perception
the
check
ship.
gives you more
Yeah.
information. Though.
Yeah, well,
They would
because
know
if
the
there's
ship.
if we're jumping with the intention of attacking these people, I assume that's what we're doing, right?
Well, perception
Colorful?
check doesn't hurt
Or are
because there
we
could
40
be
feet?
things could have
Yeah,
changed.
Featherfall is
since we've
60
been there.
feet per round, so
Yeah.
we'd hit it. No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
This won't be a hard thing to hit.
Then I'm just gonna go down.
So you guys can put yourself wherever you want to land on the ship. Again, this is 40 feet down. Just so you guys know.
Polonius lands in superhero pose.
Absolutely, I do.
I'm right behind the wheel. I like it. That's it. Joking. Got my chip
There's
cashed
two.
in.
The sails are
There's-
here,
there's
so
hill
it'd
here,
be
yes. Okay.
actually he lands
This
on
is fine.
on the rigging.
Having this on there.
Okay.
This way he can give us a.
Where would you like to be?
I'll be with the Catman. I'll stick close to the Catman.
Yeah, after-
Never face each other.
Don't face me either.
There we go.
So
I like that.
You
That's
jumped
Well, we
up-
just have to coordinate. We just have to coordinate, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
you jump down on the ship. You jump down on the ship. You can see that the masts have been tied up for a while. Anyway, they're tied up. They were put up professionally. It's not like they ever happened. The ropes weren't cut. Everything's just
Stowed away.
just stowed up. Grab the tea.
Yeah, buddy. Take whatever you want.
Da-da-da.
Your box
They were empty. They were empty.
is askew.
It's all right.
The teas are good.
Hopefully, if I got lucky, another box will be askew when I get home.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
cross the ankles.
I'll take what I can get. I don't care if it's Sleeping Beauty.
So, on that note,
Not PG, boys.
No. So you hop down onto the ship again. The sails are all stowed away. There's no sign of anything on here. Nothing on the ship whatsoever.
In looking at the pseudo dragon looks at the door, notices any like drag marks or splatters of blood or any of those sort of.
There's nothing untoward. Like the only thing that's strange about the ship right now is there's no one on the main deck, and it's just drifting.
Do we want to look inside the ship?
A couple of seconds later, the ship bashes off one of the legs of the bridge.
Okay. Let's drop the anchor.
You can give me a dexterity check if you like, just to see if you fall prone or not.
19 plus whatever.
There's fine.
17 and pluses. Is that good? Do I need to have the pluses? Or
16
Always
plus
tell me
2.
the totals.
12. Okay.
So
What was my
19.
dex? Probably just
Or 18.
Well, wow, everyone's rolls a good thing. Yeah, you guys are.
We're
Yeah,
wasting
you're
my
fine.
good rolls.
Even,
Yeah,
the, even the
this is
12
the
is
thing.
Yep.
fine.
Oh, plus 2, yeah.
Just wait till we're in combat.
19.
Some things go
19.
wrong.
Okay, so
I'm behind
It hits.
yeah.
It hits hard.
okay, let's drop the anchor and then search.
I'll try and steer it in a direction that makes sense. You might want to do it like perpendicular to the.
Give me a survival check.
So I'll call the Drax. Let's drop this anchor.
11.
All right, I'll help you. I'll help you muscle it.
Again, it's not an easy thing to
No,
steer a ship with no training.
And
And I gave everyone a chance earlier to like.
And we failed.
And we
Everybody
all
failed.
failed.
Yeah,
We can drop
over
an
and
anchor.
over.
12. 12. I'm just trying to like do whatever I
you're grabbing the wheel and turning it in ways that
can. Does it help if I sing a sea shanty as I'm doing it?
you give yourself. No, you just tell me. Are you giving yourself bardic inspiration while you do so?
No.
I want to hear the song. I think that it should depend on the quality of the song that Jay ad-libs right now.
Oh, I'm steering the wheel as we're falling on the ship, and if we don't do it right, we're
Critical
gonna
failure.
go for it.
I mean, it
Fail.
rhymed. I wouldn't say critical
rhymes.
failure. It rhymed.
All right, 6 out of 20.
So, no, you don't. You're unable to do anything.
Yeah.
useful,
See,
but you're grabbing at
the
the
DM
wheel.
agrees.
Let the DM figure it out on his own.
You grab the wheel and you're moving it around, furiously to no
No,
avail.
no,
Like, you don't
okay.
even know what it's turning the rudder.
Yeah.
But
That's reasonable.
So we drop the anchor.
you drop the anchor. You feel the anchor slam into part of the bridge after a couple of seconds, and the whole chain goes taut and yanks everybody. Give me another dexterity saving throw. See if you. Not that it's a big deal. Just see if you fall for. Oh, you need a zombie.
18.
Mini.
11.
Oh, my zombie's flopping all over. I'll have my zombie hold me. Hold me, zombie.
Oh, I'm gonna give you a unique zombie because
Ooh. All right, my dex was 13 anyway.
11. That's with all my decks and everything.
You might
wow.
wow. Yeah. You're knocked prone. Anyone that had less than 14 is prone.
Less than 14.
It's a big hit.
Well, the chain
That
goes
was a
tight.
good jar.
Yeah.
I go
All
to
right,
help.
I got 13. I guess that I'm.
I've been helped up.
Well,
This is your zombie.
everybody gets up. It's fine.
All right. All right. I made the roll. I failed, and it was totally irrelevant.
Then you stand
Not-
up.
Took away my opportunity.
Where's zombie? Give me a
Oh,
clue.
sorry.
Oh, I like the zombie.
Never
Your
lends
zombie.
everybody a helping hand.
It does.
Friend. Bro hugs them on the way up.
Zombie.
Plays a little hacky sack.
I'm gonna rename my zombie. His name's actually Kerncraft.
Nice.
Yes.
What's that from?
In fact, his
He's
name
part of the
was-
Zombie Nation. Zombie Nation. Zombie. Come on, you guys don't know that?
I don't know zombie.
Oh, buddy, I used to be heavy into the techno when I was young, or the electronica, I guess it was known as back then. You guys seriously don't? Yeah, right?
Probably know that.
I know Zombie Nation. Yeah, I know that. That's
It's by
song.
Kerncraft
That's
4000.
what it was called.
Yeah, oh, buddy.
It was the Leafs
Kerncraft.
goal song for a long time.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, now I
Now I hate that song. He's no longer Kerncraft. He goes back to being Zombor or whatever.
Deadite number one.
Deadite number one. Now that I know the Leafs were somehow involved.
That makes
No,
no
it's
sense.
fire and water. I get
No.
it. I get it.
So they all land on the ship. Chain goes taut. People fall down. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? There's no evidence of any kind of on the main deck here. There's no evidence of any kind of foul play or anything.
We'll send the rogue to check the door for traps.
Why me? Oh,
You have to
I
do
guess,
that.
yeah.
Because you're the
Fine,
rogue.
fine,
What's
fine,
the
fine.
passive perception? What's the 14?
Was it just kind of floating around here? I could always ritual cast clairvoyance into the underdeck.
Clairvoyance what?
You just clairvoyance and see what's down there.
Is that a
It's a,
spell? or
yeah,
is
it's a
it
level
just
3
scrying?
spell. If we've decided that it's that it takes 10 minutes to ritual cast. Those
Are
level
we just
3s.
gonna stop now
Not
for 10
everything's a
minutes?
ritual spell, though.
No.
Well, no, none of these were ritual spells. I just mean that I'm just like casting it without.
No,
using
if
a
it's
spell
not
slot.
no, if it has the ritual.
None of the others were ritual spells either.
Um,
I was just like, we just casted it without having it memorized.
No.
no, it's
But
gotta
instead
have
of it
the-
taking an action, it takes 10 minutes.
No.
Oh, that one takes 10 minutes to cast. Oh,
Right, but it's not a ritual. See, spells that have the ritual tag,
I know.
you can
I
cast.
thought you
also
were just
don't-
allowing it to happen. I thought you were
No,
just-
no,
I totally
no.
cheated. I cheated big time.
I also didn't. I don't think it
Yeah,
makes sense
fault
for
for
us to
no,
sit
no.
here for 10
That
minutes.
is my fault. That is my fault.
I thought he was just like, oh, you can just cast it, but you can't cast it as
I'll
like
take
an
the blame.
action.
No, if it has a ritual tag. You
Oh
can
yeah,
cast
none of
it
those
as
things I cast are rituals.
But they should. Okay, so don't do that to me again, because I thought that they were rituals.
Well, now I know I can get away with it, so
No.
yeah.
it's time to push that.
Fireball.
Yeah,
ritual
ritual
spell.
spell. 10 minutes.
Just
cast
wait for
fireball.
10 minutes. Yeah.
So
That works if you're just hiding somewhere, I suppose, in the woods.
an invisible
Get
sensor
up
within range. If you want to spend 10 minutes doing it, you can
Or we can just send the rogue to check out the door. And then we'll-
Yeah,
We should
I'll
maybe
go.
just
I'll go
send the
search
rogue
for
to check
traps.
out
Yeah,
the
that's fine. What do I need? Perception check.
Yeah, investigation check if you're searching for traps.
Investigation.
Searching
I am
for traps.
proficient in that.
To notice a trap, or to investigate for a trap, or to
Investigate for
Whatever's higher.
11.
Oh, I'll guidance it. I'll guidance it.
well, perception's usually
Guidance,
used for
guidance.
more passive things, looking around the room.
It's
Investigation.
That's
is
another two.
Specifically
you're
looking for something. Yeah. It's more you sense something
17.
versus you're looking for something.
17.
17. The door to the captain's chambers is locked. But that's where you're looking at the door.
I'm looking. Yeah. To get it inside.
So, the door is locked, but
Thank you.
which you don't notice that there's any traps.
Okay.
With your 17.
Can I try to pick the lock?
Sure.
Guidance. Oh, my arm.
So move your piece over there. Move your piece over
I
there.
move it. I move the piece.
Because where you're looking
Enjoy
matters
your plus
now, right?
one.
Carl cast move.
I bring the zombie too. I bring the zombie.
Yeah, he's there.
13.
I'm just gonna grab
To be
my.
What did I
honest,
get
we'll
on
just
the?
send
What did I
the
get on the
zombie
guidance?
to
Plus one.
14, 14, and then 18.
Yeah, so all that anyone who's in there sees.
Yeah, you're able to pick the lock. No
You know,
problem. It pops
people
open.
need help, friends.
Or is that a dexterity
Small
check?
children.
Small children.
Either way, it doesn't matter. I wanted.
tell
I
you.
succeeded anyway.
Sleight of
Tell you
hand.
which one it is.
It's
So,
a dexterity check.
yeah. So
If you're now,
It
if
was
you're
way higher
using
than
your,
You
if you're
think
Yeah.
using your
Much higher.
tools, you also gain
you're
your.
proficient in your lock pick, right?
Yes, I am.
Or thieves tools.
Yeah, thieves
Should
tools. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, would have been way higher then. Sorry.
So, plus what, 8? Or whatever. Plus-
More, yeah. Yes.
What's your dex?
Plus. I have +4.
So
So
plus
plus
seven.
18.
Are we?
plus
Oh
7.
no,
It's a
7.
plus
We're
3
3
to
now. Yeah,
proficiency.
sorry.
Yeah.
So what check was I doing for the lockpick though?
It's a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Okay, and I'm proficient in that, so that would have been another 3. Yeah, so it would have been.
Plus 7. And then plus my plus 1.
It's not plus 3
It
plus
doesn't
3.
stack.
No.
Oh, okay.
Sleight of hand is also. Sleight of hand is your skill to pick pockets and stuff like that. Picking locks is. If you're proficient with the locks, it's the same number.
That makes sense.
It's
if
proficiency
you don't
plus
have your
dex,
tools.
Yeah.
right? If you don't have your tools, though, you can't pick a lock.
Okay. Well,
You
anyway,
can try with like a jagged piece of bone or.
I have picked the lock.
You pick the lock, it's open. But well, it's unlocked.
I'm going to like open
Whoa,
the
whoa,
door.
whoa, whoa!
Ah, too
No,
late!
no, 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 no!
Carl.
Because I'm getting the zombie to do it. The zombie's the one who can do the opening of the doors.
I've reached out
That's his
and I'm
whole
there.
reason.
Part of what I was saying is I was
We
gonna
did
like.
say-
I
Jump
smacked.
back.
I smacked his hand out of the way and I said, no, this is what that leaf span is for. This is what Kerncraft is for. Let's all step away from the door and let Kerncraft do his job.
Okay.
So
All right, I'll back up.
we step away.
Fine.
I
I'll
say,
let
Kerncraft, open that door. No,
Then
it's
he
all
opens the
good.
door.
I'll get away from it.
Well, everyone moves away from the door.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
only,
was-
only Kerncraft is moving.
I'm just picturing us all huddled up in a corner. Can I like steady aim, like ready my
Sure.
shot here?
Oh,
I'm ready.
Kerncraft opens the door and
Oh.
it opens.
Oh man, I was pumped.
I know you were. But sorry.
Much ado about nothing.
So, the door is unlocked. You go inside.
Oh, whoa, we didn't go that far.
Okay.
Let's not go that far. The door is unlocked and open now. I'll cast light on Kerncraft. Yeah,
Smart.
on Kerncraft's vestment, his ragged vestment.
Yeah, so like his
Make him a
eyeball.
target.
Look around the
Isn't he in farmer's clothing?
I don't know what's he dressed as, Adam. This
You can't
random
tell, it's just
this
ragged, filthy rags.
the ragged
I'm just
filthy rags
imagining like
around-
old
oh, right.
McDonald's, you know, overalls and
Can't
Well, he
tell.
was just some
Scraps
poor beggar
shattered.
that I found
His-
huddled in a.
Fortunately, his
huddled in a
twig and
mass
berries rotted away decades ago.
decades ago. I thought he was a fresh corpse.
Oh, there's only so many
He said
fresh
it's
corpses.
60
He just
years.
kind of.
I thought that I found some homeless dude that passed away due to
he said
malnutrition and
he said
plague.
a 60-year-old farmer.
Oh, a 60-year-old fire, fine.
That's why I'm envisioning, you know,
I didn't hear that
overalls.
part. Okay.
Just it might be overall.
Piece of
Can't
straw
tell.
sticking out of his mouth.
No one ever knows his real name. No one has to speak with the dead to ask him what his name
My
was.
character doesn't care.
I
He's
know.
just a
I
useful
know.
tool.
Clearly, you just sacrificed the.
I should have done that as a ritual. I'm not going to cast it now.
Is it a ritual?
Good question.
Only if it's a ritual. Only if it's got a ritual tag.
Component. Yeah. Okay. I'll check. Feels like
So-
something it could be a ritual.
You the door is open.
Kerncraft is glowing nicely.
He's glowing nicely.
He enters the room.
He walks inside, and he can't talk to you and tell you what he sees. He walks inside. Door's open. and
Unharmed?
you
What
see his-
what is illuminated within
So-
the room from our vantage point of looking through the door?
From how far away are you? You're very, very far
30
away. You're
feet.
not.
30 feet. Not that far.
None of us want to take it.
We're just checking. That's why we sent our mine canary in there. Good old Kerncraft.
Give me a. I need some perception checks from people on the boat who aren't looking through here.
No, thank you.
It's a 6. I wasted my time with those dex
16?
checks that I
I
didn't have
also
to
got
pass.
a 16.
The lifeboat's missing.
Ooh. Oh, I wonder if there's an explosive in this boat or something of that nature.
No, I think they jumped off the boat for some reason.
Well,
they
yeah,
wanted-
I
they
just
wanted
wonder if
off
they
the
jumped
boat.
off the boat and left the boat as a problem.
As a decoy, the boat could be the decoy for us to be examining the
trap.
boat while we're all.
Well,
It's a
they're up
trap.
to something else. Yeah.
We got Admiral Akbar.
Admiral
no.
Boogie Bar.
Admiral Akbar, why, my fishy friend?
On the table, there's a pile of gold and silver. There are 4 barrels in the room, and I'll just use this
Knew
to
it.
note it.
That's clearly tripwired. The things are filled with gunpowder. You touch a piece of gold and it's like
There's a pile of rope on the side that's been kind of swirled around, almost like turned into like a little nesting area. Almost like like a bird would do to build like a nest, or like a lizard might make
Create
it.
water. Anyone have create water? Make the barrels wet. The way we can.
Is that shape water? I don't think that makes water.
no, that takes water and changes its form. It's funny. I did not take
Is there
create
any
food and water.
any water in the room? Any sort?
Oh, around the boat.
The windows, like, could you shape
Oh,
the
there's
water
windows at the
into
back. There's windows at the back.
So we could wet the fuse, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Why don't we have the
I'm saying
thief go and
let's-
examine it? That's what he's here for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, prove your worth to us. You want to join us and show us what you can do.
Dude, this is totally your choice. It's up
No,
to you.
I'll walk up.
Do,
not
what,
up to
do
you.
only do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Follow your
Hold on.
heart.
I ain't no wimp.
Hold on.
Follow
a
your
second.
heart.
I will cast enhance ability on you,
ooh, thank you.
and I'll give you Cat's Grace.
Nice.
You have advantage on Dex checks.
And all guidance, whatever action you're gonna do.
+2.
I'm gonna walk up, and
Move
again.
your piece. Move your piece as you're moving your piece.
Also,
where's
I'll tell
the
the
entrance of
zombies.
this? Where's
I'm
the
gonna
entrance
tell.
of this room? On this side.
I'll put the door
Oh.
down. Sorry, no.
I'll tell Kerncraft to accompany you and listen to your orders for now, but I'm still his master. Don't forget it.
That's where the door is.
Just in case anyone was confused on that.
I'm gonna walk in.
So you got Kerncraft with you as well, just so
This
you know.
room, as you walk into it, but the current crash being there, it's very sparsely like there's no decoration. This isn't made like there's nothing here that would resemble like a home or like a captain's quarters that on any other ship you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like all decorated nicely. This is like literally a table in a room with a pile of rope with a circle. There's and 4 barrels. With a pile. There's nothing else in this room. Like it's nothing like no comforts of home, no bed, no
plates, no maps, nothing.
This is
trap.
this
Go
is
for
a
it.
bomb to blow up the bridge.
You can
Yeah,
order
it
Kerncraft
is.
around, just so you know.
And the barrels, can I see any like gunpowder or anything in the barrels? Like, am I aware of the contents of the barrels?
No, you're not aware of the contents. Of the
You could
barrels.
infer it though. You're smart enough to
You
make
got
it
guidance
The
on your next
barrels are
action.
not labeled.
This
God,
barrel
is
is
it
a
another-
sign
is
that
it
says
another red herring here?
perfectly safe
Tell me
barrel.
what your actions are.
TNT.
Tell me what your
It's
actions
all
are.
filled with skull
I would like
crossbones. It's filled
to
with tea.
investigate the barrels.
Okay.
So I will walk up to the barrels very closely, very carefully, and I will examine the barrels.
There is very fine strands of bare metal that go in through the sides and top of the barrels into their contents, and they are sealed with wax.
Okay.
Disarm or trap.
Yeah, but if I fail, I do have dex. Okay, yeah, I'll disarm. I'll attempt to disarm
So-
the trap. Nice.
You can see
A
that. So give
bardic
me an
inspiration.
investigation check first.
I already have. I
Inspiration.
have guidance from you.
Yep.
Give me a
Go
pardon.
for an investigation check.
Do you
first.
want to do it, or do you want to send Kerncraft to do it?
I do not want to send current
I
craft.
could blow up the whole boat.
Yes, it could blow us all up and
You're
the
able to
bridge.
follow simple instructions.
This bridge could fall. You said this was not a load-bearing
said the-
table. It's going
yeah.
right through it.
Remember, I said the bridge before. You guys, when you guys were going across it into the first area, had seen sign it was being repaired, so it's
Yeah.
it's weakened in certain spots.
Yeah, this is not
You get an extra 1d8.
on my
Yeah.
perception, or this is an instant
You
investigation
can
check.
choose how you use his.
Yeah, you can use it. I would.
He
On
guides
mine, you
you
have
for
to
the
do
next
the
one.
next
I,
action.
I would use that on like trying to disarm it. So you have a bardic.
I already have
inspiration.
advantage on that though,
No, that's
and a
true.
bunch of dex stuff. I'll use the +2, obviously.
Well, it's not a +2 yet.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll use the guidance.
All right. +3.
Yeah. And then I'm investigating.
Okay.
Oh, 4
Oh.
plus investigation is
Looks good
3
to you.
plus so 8,
You took
10.
Yeah,
Oh, 11, sorry.
But on these guys, you're taking it. So total 11. You don't know what the mechanics. You can't discern what the mechanics of this trap are, what they entail. So you don't know what type of trap it is, which will make disarming it more difficult.
Okay.
It's much more risky when you don't understand the nature.
Have
of
the
trap
rest
is.
at this point? I'd like to consult with the rest of the group. Have you guys all kind of come up to the doorway and peered in?
No.
You're not looking in at all.
No.
Dude, what's going on in there?
You got
I
Kerncraft.
think we're really lucky when we dropped anchor that this thing didn't go flying. I think we would have been exploded at that point.
Do you need me to guidance you again for whatever you're going to do next?
I'm gonna walk out of that room and we're gonna potentially send Kerncraft.
I go back
That's what
to
he's
if
good
we can
for.
shape water.
Hmm.
And
It figures.
get it
Now our
away.
rogue's letting us down.
I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. Like, for all we know, he could have been. He could still be working with them. This could all be a ruse to get in good with us and then slay us while we sleep.
I think that this is a touch sensitive
No, you don't
detonation
think.
trap.
You don't think, and that's why you're back out of there.
Are we sending Kerncraft? Or am
Well,
I gonna have
obviously
to?
you need.
Am
me
I
to do
gonna have to go back?
everything,
I'm
so-
coming out. You know what? I came out for the inspiration here. I needed a push, not a physical one.
I give you a physical push that also guidances you.
That's his touch.
So you
know,
move up
personally,
to.
Am I a willing recipient?
I want to say thank you. You're getting shit on right now. I
Are
can
you
see
a
that,
willing
but you're the
recipient?
only one who was brave enough to go in there.
I did,
So-
and I looked
Oh,
at it, and I
and
seriously
nobody else
think.
went in there. You get
Never
credit
joined.
where
Okay.
all the rest of us just sort of like hung out behind you here. So
I-
I don't know why anyone's shitting on you.
I need-
You did a good job.
I need perfect concentration. Can Kerncraft please leave the room?
Our definitions of a good job are vastly
Yes.
different.
Can
You're standing on the
Kerncraft-
deck, man. You didn't go in.
I have
There
asked
is
you a
now
question,
a
That's why I said
pile-
Tressar.
Kerncraft.
So
Can
there is a
Kerncraft
pile
please-
of gold on the table.
Not touching that. Let me go back.
Mage hand.
And you don't
I
want
would like.
Garruk
I'm gonna go in and disarm this trap. Can Kerncraft please leave the room?
Alright,
I need
Kernkraft
full
leaves the room. I
and
send him to that
perfect
room.
concentration.
Have the zombie lie on top of one of the barrels to shield you from.
No, it's definite. No,
He wants to
you're
do it
all
on his
baiting
own.
me. You're all.
Alright.
I want to be alone. For
I-
this moment.
I
I enter
with-
the room.
I withdraw my
Kernkraft is
guidance. I suck back the guidance from you.
I
You wanna do
enter
it
the
on your
room.
own?
That's fine.
Fine.
That's
You
fine.
don't need my divine powers.
I don't. You're
clearly.
right. I don't. I can
Is that a
hold my
thing?
own.
Can he suck back the guidance?
I don't think he
I
can.
cancel the
I
guidance.
enter the room
I cancel
and I
it.
close the door behind me
Okay.
and I walk up to the trap
Okay.
and I attempt to disarm it.
You have
Okay.
a bardic
I have
inspiration.
bardic inspiration. I have guidance because
Nope,
I'm taking it.
Nope. Oh,
And
you
I
are?
have advantage.
That's what I thought.
You're the rogue.
That's what I
and
Rogue
I
John.
have plus. I have thieves' tools proficiency,
Is anyone putting water in this? No one's
I have
taking the
sleight of
suggestion? I
hand
think it's an
advantage.
excellent
so
suggestion.
that's +4
It
plus
seems
3.
very easy to do as well, but no, he wants to be a hero. Let's see if
5
he can
plus
pull it
7.
off.
So
Nope.
no, you can't.
There's water
accepted
everywhere.
Oh, you concentration. You can cancel it. If you
I
want.
cancel it.
Ah.
I cancel the guidance. You want to be the hero? All right, fine. You spurn my offerings and my divine blessings. All right, so be it.
There's a reason his characters keep on getting murked.
Fair enough.
So
I'm
you
going.
thought I was a jerk
Okay.
to just you. You
So
totally
you have
deserve it.
advantage, right?
My
Yep,
character.
I got 2.
You have expertise in your sleight of hand or in your.
You
Sleight
can
of
have
hand,
more
yeah, I'm
focus.
proficient in it.
Yeah,
so
But
I'm
this-
over-
this was the problem.
I don't have
Point out-
+2 on it, no.
Are you rolling with advantage?
Well,
Yes.
Bebop
Adam,
has
I
got
want
a
to point
problem.
out that when he
He
failed
was,
the
yeah.
investigation check, you said it'd be more
No,
difficult.
go
but he
for
tried
it.
to disarm
I know.
I think that you should
Specifically
use the
tried to
advantage and actually just be at
Oh,
least
oh,
even.
yeah,
No,
that's
no
true.
advantage.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
hard DC.
You
Okay.
got your
It's
rest.
hard.
I forgot about that.
When
All
we
right,
understood
Carl's
the
gonna
nature of
look
the
like
trap,
a
it was
big
much easier. Not much easier. But
Show me,
easier.
hero. Show me what you can do.
Got it.
Okay.
17.
Nice.
Total?
Plus.
No, that's my
well,
best.
add your- add
Total
everything else.
+7.
24.
+7 +8.
Well, you have to roll the d8.
There's
Oh.
no D8. So
But still, you're
17
doing
plus
pretty
7
damn
is
good.
24.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
So you can
doing
be
pretty good.
comfortable
24.
with
We're talking about trap you don't
Yeah,
understand.
True.
Because I have +4 from dexterity and I'm
Yep.
proficient, so I get +3. I also have thieves' tools.
So
No,
so 17 on the
That's
dice.
just
17 on the dice,
Plus
+4
4.
+3, so
7.
24.
So 24 is where we're at.
And then I get a
It's
+8 here
Well,
potentially
yeah.
up to 3.
okay. That's
27.
something.
20, I had the DC at 26.
Oh,
I did-
nice.
I did
The
have
bardic
higher
inspiration
25,
is
but I'm not.
necessary.
It's not impossible. It's not 30.
Yeah.
So
I must admit, I'm mildly impressed. For you, at least.
so
Someone
take
like
a
you could have
chance.
accomplished this.
and you carefully pull out the metal wires and break the seal on the wax. The trap doesn't go off, but a very strong smelling liquid with vapors, like it's kerosene, like begin leaking out of the bottom of the barrels where these holes where the wire was going through that was sealed with wax. You get all the wires out. You look at the table and you can notice that it is it was a pressure trap, right? All the gold had been toward the middle. Nothing gets spilled. Nothing's dripping over the edge. It's all like in the middle, just set right there. It's a pressure trap. There's a fair amount of gold there. There's a book that's bound and like it's covered in wire. It's bound up really tightly. There's a big pile of gold and silver.
Can I safely say that the trap is disarmed, or is it just I'm now aware of what the trap is?
That you added all that in. That was your sleight of hand check to disarm the trap.
Yes, so it
There's
is
still
now
the
disarmed.
There's still the
The pressure
barrels.
plate
of-
and barrels,
yeah.
but the
See,
pressure
it's a
plate.
The barrels are
still a
leaking.
dangerous
Kerosene is
room to
leaking,
be in.
which
Seal-
Kerosene is
yes,
leaking.
Dangerous room to be
Seal the carrots. Seal the barrels.
Okay.
That's going to
take
take time, though. Do you have that kind of time?
Dude, shape water.
I don't think water is going to help so
Shape
much.
water.
Kerosene could burn on top of water potentially.
It could still wash it away. It would help. It would definitely help.
But we need
If I had a
We need
room
water
full of
to
kerosene,
use
and I
use
like
lots of
wash
water.
water through it, it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't make it good. It would just spread it.
You've got to have
Uh,
candles.
Are you going
or
to tell us
something in
what's
your
going
bag,
on, or
like
what?
If there's kerosene in it.
What are
you
I
talking
I
about?
want
Use a
water to
candle?
Rush through
No, you want sand.
Next to the kerosene?
You want to
Sand
play
would
it.
be
Light
You
the
want
candle?
anything else aside from
Oh,
water.
you mean
Yeah.
You wouldn't
stuff
want
it
water.
in there? I thought you meant light it or
You would know
something. I'm
better.
like, what the hell?
You wouldn't want
Are you
Um,
going to tell us what's going on there? Or
Yeah,
something, or-
yeah. So at this point, the pressure plate is disarmed.
You believe so, yes.
I think I'm safe to say so.
27, you're pretty safe to say so.
I want
Good
to.
job.
I want to take all the gold.
You're going to take it right now?
I'm gonna pick it up. I can let you guys know about it. The door's still closed. None of
We're-
you
we're-
fuckers wanted to go in
We're
there.
not. You don't need to let us know about it. You could just be rich.
Yeah,
Well,
none
no,
of
we
you
saw
guys
shit
wanted to
talking.
go in here.
We saw that the door was open and that the gold was on it.
Oh yeah, they did see that.
But there's a way out. I mean, maybe there is. There is a
Your
glass.
pockets are bulging, coins are falling out. You're
There is the
"It
glass
just
window."
disappeared,
So,
guys. There was all
you
of
know,
this
I'm not
gold.
gonna-
It's not
I'm
I
not
could
gonna
fix
tell
this
you what happens
easily. I could stop the kerosene easily. Just to
I-
let you know.
Also, if you need, you just bring out
Yeah, but
some
that takes a
candles
lot
and
of
okay.
time.
Just bring out some candles and light a match.
light them.
That's what I see. I had the same reaction as you. Yeah. Okay. If there is a way that I can easily plug the kerosene, I think I should keep it contained at the very least.
It was just little wires. It's not like it's pouring out.
Yeah.
But he broke the wax that was holding it.
Yeah, the wires were. There was wax covering a big hole with the wire going through the
like when you
wax.
build a bong, right? Like it's not a good
Okay.
fit, so you fill it with gum.
So now it's
But-
like
Why don't we move the barrels away? So I'm gonna come
the
in.
barrels
and
are
start
still
moving,
leaking.
Moving the barrels away.
Well, if he's going in, then I'll go. I'll just cast mending on the barrels.
Ah.
There we go.
Okay. Perfect.
Boom.
That's
There we go.
fine.
Yep. Yep.
Do you cast mending on the barrels, or do you cast mending on the wax on the barrels?
I'll cast mending on the barrels themselves and make the barrels totally fixed. Like, why would I even bother with the wax?
Why
I'll
don't we
fix
just
the
dump
barrel.
them out the windows? Why don't we just throw them into the river?
Probably heavy.
If only we had a fighter or someone with great
Hmm.
strength.
It's all right. I have great strength, and I'm also a fighter. But why do it the hard way when we can do it the easy way? Behold my divine powers! I was mending the barrels.
You're
Boom, done.
leaving
Thanks.
explosives on a
leaking.
boat. Why
Yeah.
don't you just
They
toss them
stop
You
out?
heard the
leaking.
DM.
They
The
stopped
barrels stopped leaking.
All
Thank
right.
you. You've all
You guys
borne
have all
witness
come
to
in.
my divine powers.
I have
I'm here
disarmed
to save
the
you
trap.
once again. Bestow your thanks upon me.
We're very impressed.
Thank you. Thank
We're
you.
very deeply impressed.
All right. I have disarmed this trap.
There's a
This
pile
is
of
very clearly intended to damage the bridge. We should probably report this and
There-
or figure out what we want to do with some of the stuff that's here.
I think it was gonna like blow up the whole ship, but it looks like-
Absolutely, but yeah, blowing up the ship.
You are
No,
you
we
have
have-
we're
not-
anchored
you
right
don't know
underneath
what
this
you
thing.
don't know what's below you, what else is on the ship, or
Yeah.
anything. You have no idea.
Do you want to take another look at the trap before we take that treasure and do other things here?
I think I already have a pretty good idea of the trap. As
Okay,
far as
well,
I'm concerned,
Do you want to back out just to be safe and I'll have Kerncraft grab that gold?
probably a good idea.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Thank you.
Don't leave Carl in charge. Now you don't.
No,
get
no,
cut.
no. that's
That's actually a valid use of
he's,
Kerncraft.
he's proved himself
Okay, so
worthy.
you'll get a cut.
He did good.
And if he
mean,
changes his mind, then you're.
I won't
out
change
of
my
it.
mind. I'm nothing if not lawful.
No, I actually believe that. I appreciate
Alright, I'm
the
giving Carl
usage
first.
of your
Wait,
Now,
I can take.
something
I
we need to
give-
Oh, I know.
consider.
That's why I know you're.
something we need to consider is what the DM has instructed us that we don't know anything else on this ship.
Oh,
If-
yeah, we know
even
what's
if
going
We know about the big
Kerncraft,
pile of gold, though. Let's
Yeah.
make sure we get that in.
yeah, well, we need to get that. But
Otherwise-
if Kerncraft sets off something and it explodes something underneath us, that's a
Mm.
very bad time.
Well, you did it. You did get like a 20+ on
Yes.
examine for traps and
So
stuff.
you
We
you
know
think
it's a
we're fine.
pressure plate. The pressure plate's connected.
Yeah,
to
so
disarm
there may not
things.
be another way to.
To be clear, you disarmed this trap.
Yeah,
You disarmed
and
a
that's
trap.
what I'm saying.
The way he said it, you better search for more traps.
Okay.
I'll guidance
Your
you.
original
I'll guidance
investigation
you.
check was not good.
+3.
Okay, can I look around for more traps?
Sure.
Now that we've disarmed the first trap, +3 on that one.
Oh god.
So all
Or-
the barrels,
Oh
to
my
be,
god.
not just that, but okay, all the barrels in this room that you guys, all the traps that are related to this room have been fixed.
All the traps related to this room. have
At
been
this
fixed?
point, are we willing to commit 10 minutes to you like guidancing and looking through the ship?
Well, let's just
Guiding
get
isn't
rid of
that
this
Or
room
not guidance,
first.
not
We'll
guidance,
just do
sorry,
this
the,
room first.
Clairvoyance.
have Kerncraft go and do it. He doesn't. We
Oh, you're
gypped
not
him. We
doing
kind
it.
of screwed
Okay.
him by casting those as
Okay.
rituals. It's not a ritual spell.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
but
has to have the ritual tag.
if you want
Because you
Kerncraft,
can
I was happy to
cast a spell
scoop
with a
that up,
ritual
and I will
tag.
distribute it
Yeah,
evenly.
Okay.
I looked up.
Yeah.
Speak with Dead is not a ritual.
I think we let Kerncraft do it.
I want to go and check out the lower levels. I'm willing to take a peek.
What does Kerncraft do first? Is Kerncraft doing it or not?
He's doing
Let's
it.
decide.
My character's bored. He wants to check stuff out.
I just want people to
Seems
put
like
their
something
minis
your
where their
character would do.
minis
My
are.
character gets bored.
Kerncraft went in, your minis in the room.
I'm backing
still.
way the fuck
Wait, I'm not moving pieces.
Put in Kerncraft. Put in Kerncraft.
in. Is this Kerncraft?
Yep.
What was your total on your investigation check?
It was you rolled a 7.
You told me
right?
I had nothing in that room. No, I rolled a 4, but then I have
Plus
plus
7.
4 dex plus
Plus
I am
3.
Yeah.
So
Investigation
4
is
plus
intelligence.
7.
So,
8, 10,
11 plus
12, 13,
3,
14.
14.
So investigation is intelligence.
Yes, I know, but intelligent. Oh, so it's 3 less than that then, so it's 11.
11. Oh, we took 10. Still good.
Okay. Kerncraft goes in. And he removes. There's gold. You hear gold hitting the floor. And as he like shuffles it all off, some of it's falling into crevices and rotten pits in his body.
And he's got the book.
In his overalls are.
Wait.
Yeah.
Filling him in,
I said
like,
Kerncraft,
scratches.
wait. The book itself was. I remember him
I think
saying
the
this.
book is
The book
probably-
itself was wrapped in a separate twine. Do an investigation check on the book before Kerncraft moves with the book. I remember him saying
He
that.
did- he
That the
did.
book was wrapped. Wait, guidance.
Oh,
Another
one.
+1.
Plus one.
Bardic Inspirationum.
7 plus 4,
Should I-
so 11, 12.
He did burn inspiration. Okay. What do you burn to what? To what?
To whatever he's doing.
I want to investigate what that book, what's the binding around the book.
It's like wired shut. It's like totally wrapped in wire and twisted.
It's wired
I want
Okay,
Kerncraft-
all right. It's wired shut.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's
I
just
want
not opening.
Kerncraft to
All right,
take
all right.
that.
Or we'll just take it
Take
for now.
Take
We're
that
not
with us,
opening
yeah.
Yeah. There's
Take
probably a
that and
glyph
the
on the
gold.
inside. Let's
Yeah.
face it.
You can deal with that later,
The
right?
book
When you've
itself.
got a
All right,
chance.
all right.
I'm far be it for me to say, but the spell glyph works a great many ways. It's not.
That's true.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh, that's why we sent
But I'm
Kerncraft.
not saying it's glyphed at all. I'm just saying there's a great many things. There's a book on a table wrapped in wire, holding it shut. He grabs armloads of stuff.
First the gold, and he'll come back for the book. First the gold, bring it to us.
So he carries the gold, and you can hear it. If he turns to look at it, you can see it's falling into rotten cavities in his body, and like he's a jingle jangly zombie
I
now.
told him to do a better job, and I reduce his speed by another 10 feet just to make sure he does it. Come on,
He's
quit
still
fucking around,
dropping it.
Kerncraft.
He's still dropping. He's a zombie. He's gonna shamble and get full of gold.
Or Kerncraft.
He's got like armloads of gold from considering what was there. What was last night? You got about.
I told him you can make more than one trip, Kerncraft. Don't be so greedy. That's my job.
He's got because he's lost some in his arms right now. I could go. He's got a pile of gold. Can we tell you the amount of gold that he's drops?
Pile sounds good.
Yeah, tell us the pile and
is
then tell
a
us how much
big
you dropped.
word.
Well, he drops 659 gold, but there's a lot inside his cavity.
He drops?
Well, he brought it out
Oh,
to
he
you,
brought
and he just
659,
lets
okay.
it go.
I was gonna
No,
say, my guy's
he
going
wouldn't
back
do it.
to
He'd
the-
bring it to me. I didn't say drop it. I said bring it to me.
Drop it?
I would have to
Drop it?
specify to drop it.
He brings it
brought
to you.
it
He's got his
to
art-
me.
Yeah, it's like this.
He's a zombie.
So
Bring it to me
659
might mean
gold?
just dump it everywhere.
Well, and plus he's got other stuff inside his cavity. You're
Okay.
gonna dig into his cavity and
Yeah.
bring it out,
I'll tell. Yeah,
scooping out handfuls
obviously.
of rotten zombie innards.
obviously. So 659. There's 4 of us. We each get like
An
100,
even 700.
106, an
An
even
even
700.
700.
Okay, there you go. So it's like what 170 each or something like that. 714,
700
176
divided by
or something like that. 176.
120 each.
120.
140 each.
No, it'd be more than that.
There's a 5 of you. There's 4 of you.
175.
175. Sorry, so I'm doing the math. There's
I
5
said
of you. Yeah.
175 each. And then that's without going into his crevices, right?
No, that's
That's with
That's with crevice?
scooping
Okay.
out his guts.
All right.
He has like a rotten bit of dangling intestine hanging out in front of him. What looks like an elephant nose.
Sweet. I like it. Should I send him back for the book?
Yeah,
now?
get the
he-
book.
All right.
As he scoops that up, you see there's a plate on the table that rises up about 3 inches. It was all that
It's a pressure
gold
plate,
on
yeah.
a pressure plate.
But that's what he disarmed. He
Yeah,
recognized it was a pressure plate.
So he disarmed.
All right, so we saw it go up.
Could you take the
And the
bits and pieces of the trap to make a new trap? You wanted to make a trap?
I don't think I'll.
Why don't we go just to be safe and put a rock on there, Indiana Jones style, you know,
well,
and then
at
take
this
the
point
book.
we've deactivated. I don't know if
Let's-
pressing it.
We can leave it like this set up for next game unless people have like unless people are good to go for another half hour or something like
I'm
that.
good to go until
I'm off.
11.
I'm off tomorrow. So.
Oh, buddy, I'm good to go until whenever you want to stop.
I'm working in the morning, but
I work in the morning, but I can hang out for bed.
Okay.
Probably not super long.
Okay. So so yeah, the first place it springs up. I just wanted to know.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Now you guys can carry on.
So do we take the book too?
I think we take the book.
Damn straight.
All right, we got the book. Should we just have Kerncraft hold the book right now, though, just to be safe? He doesn't
Probably
give it to
smart.
any of us.
Necessarily want to touch
Kerncraft
it.
just kind of holds the book until further,
Yeah.
until we tell him to give it to one of us. All right, Kerncraft, tuck it into your chest cavity.
Squish.
All right, cool.
Gross.
Kangaroo pouch.
That's true.
Splash.
That's good. That's extra room.
Is there a chance that this like destroys the book?
No, it's bound and everything. If nothing else, it just get when the outside
No, it's-
pages of
it's
the
a
book.
book.
Just wire binding.
Yeah,
It's not.
it's fine.
protected.
I have some leather books. I would not stick them in a rotting gut.
Yeah, but the rotting gut would only get along the outside edges of the pages.
paper.
It's not
Yeah,
wet.
no, it's
It's
soak
It's not
in,
like
though.
it's not like it's like
I would
I could soak
expect
in
a
water.
book that I stuck into a dead body to come out in bad
Wet.
shape.
he's drying out. He's not like that wet. He's not that wet.
His intestines are wet enough that they're spilling out.
You told him what
fine.
to do. He's done it.
He'll
Splash.
take it out. He'll take it back.
Yeah,
out
you did-
again
you did say
quickly.
squish.
I'll remove
Yeah.
it quickly from his chest cavity.
It's foul smelling and rancid, and yes, the edges of the pages are ruined.
Fine. Don't care.
Stuck together.
Do mending.
You can't open it.
Yeah, all right, fine. I'm
because there's
ending
no
it.
push.
There
It's
you go.
fine.
Good job. I'm ending it.
All the gross vitriol just splats on the deck of the ship as it just is wrung out of the book. It smells like the inside of a
Why don't you put it in the
gut cavity.
in your backpack that Kern Bach is carrying?
Sure. All right. Kerncraft. He's got it in his backpack now.
So he's not Deadite #1. He's Kerncraft.
He's Kerncraft now. That's right. So if he dies, it negatively affects the leaks in their opening song.
Okay. So he's scoops all this.
Did you
gold
know
off
that
and
that
goes-
was the name of the song?
Yeah, I did. It just took me a
Good,
second.
good. He goes back in for the book. Goes back into the book. There's 4 jugs of kerosene sitting in there, but it's not really pooled. What leaked out surprisingly hasn't pooled on the ground or absorbed. It's just there's a little bit of moisture left, but kind of gone.
Oh, fast evaporation point.
Give me what are you guys doing on the ship?
Arcana
So there's-
check on the room.
Sure.
18.
It is a
Wait,
room.
wait. I guidance it.
There's no reason to go.
Always wait. Always
It
wait.
is,
never
it
know.
is a room.
Plus 2, 20 total.
It's still a room.
It's a room.
Okay, there's no magic in the room. We've determined we don't need to worry about magic. The kerosene is not cooling strangely because of magic.
Well,
Let's do a perception check would have been more.
What I wanted
I guidance it.
specifically to see 15,
plus 1.
and I'm proficient, so like yeah,
19 total.
20. No, I got +4, so
How do you have plus 1?
I'm
She's
proficient.
proficient, so
Oh, okay.
3 plus the wisdom.
And plus 1.
Yes.
20?
Yep.
You think you hear like the occasional drip?
It's dripping into the second deck.
Oh, from the flooring?
It's going
From the
down.
flooring?
It's dripping down.
So there's something underneath it then. There's a
That the
hollow
kerosene
space.
is dripping onto.
There's a hollow space. Oh, mending the floor is just for starters.
It's just that there's little gaps in the floor. There's
Okay,
nothing
so there's
to fix.
nothing
It's
in
not fixing it.
It's just
Alright.
it's been repaired so many times the wood doesn't line
Dripping
up.
onto the barrels of
So I got a question.
gunpowder underneath.
We've clearly been in this boat before, right?
No, yeah,
So would we just know that there's a bottom level underneath
We
this?
would,
and
yeah.
of
everything?
course there is.
I
He
know.
knows
Right,
it. That's
so,
where
what's
the
there.
that's where the prisoner was kept.
Yeah, that's what I
Below.
mean,
The
that's what I
pseudo
mean.
dragon
So-
went down there.
We know the layout of this boat.
Yeah, so I mean, then,
Yeah.
so we shouldn't be surprised by this.
No, there's
Alright.
a second level on the
Okay,
boat.
so
You
let's
know there
do
is.
this.
We're surprised by the fact that there was a bomb on it.
Yes.
There's nobody there.
Yes. Okay.
That wasn't there last
That's
time.
why
So
we're
are we gonna go down to
skeptical.
the second
So
level?
Rogue, let's go check out the second level. We'll
All right,
give you
can
all the
I-
information we already have on the
Yes.
layout. We'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Kerncraft is still
Cool.
Kerncraft still has light on him. Do you want me to send Kerncraft first, so he lights things up and can draw fire?
I kind of want to stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna stealth and try to skirt through myself.
Do you
and
have
see
do you
what I
have
can
do
see.
you have dark vision though?
Oh no, I don't.
Are you human?
Yeah.
I can cast light on a different object if you like.
Pitiful you.
I can cast light on a different object of your choice. If you
Okay.
like.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send Kerncraft down.
Okay.
Ahead of me.
Yep.
But far enough ahead, and I'm gonna lurk in the shadows, sort of behind him. Can I do that?
Adam
Maybe
was
I'll
waiting
stealth
for
by
this.
There's,
Yeah.
there's
I
shadows.
have pretty decent stealth modifiers.
Just
here.
let me know when you drop Kerncraft down, and I will.
Send him down.
I
You
tell
have to remove
I
the-
tell him
I'm,
you're in
uh,
charge
You
of
have to,
Kerncraft
you have to
right now.
remove the.
Oh,
the-
okay,
the
okay,
grate.
that's fine.
Sorry, I moved
I
it.
will examine for traps on the grate
There
or
are
investigate.
Wait. I guidance. +4.
15 plus a lot.
There are no traps.
Okay, I will open the door.
I like that 15 plus a lot.
Well, I mean, I don't
you have
think
to
he's gonna
you have to drag this off. This is actually the gangway that they would use to put out to lower someone down. So you gotta like
Don't hurt your back. Get
you
Kerncraft to
gotta,
do
like,
it.
He doesn't have the strength to do it.
He's got a strength 13. That's good. That's a +1. It's more than the average
Plus one.
human.
Yes, but
Okay, him
But
and
it's a
I can
heavy
do
thing.
it.
yes.
We're tandem opening this.
Okay, so you move the thing out of the way. You send Kerncraft down.
Yes, we do.
It's a rope ladder. It's like a rope ladder. These are like
I'll send the
ships.
pseudo dragon down.
Is the pseudo dragon able to give me vision of what it sees? Like, are you able to command it to do so?
It has telepathy.
Okay.
It communicates
So-
by doing exactly that. But
You get simple ideas and emotions. I would get images.
you get it.
I don't, so I can't see from it.
Oh, actually, yes, you can.
If you can let me see from it, then that would be perfect, and I will stealth down there.
100 feet of
Is that all right? You cool with
and
that?
images till.
I
Okay,
think
so
that it's just you have a longer range than
Yeah.
he does.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna-
actually-
It's
it's-
any familiar.
Yeah, it can do
The
that.
pseudo dragon just has the.
I'm
extra
gonna
ability.
drop down stealth behind the pseudo dragon. If it's gone in, I will drop down. Okay. Moment. Actually, I can just hear it.
The time and effort that goes into all of this is
Oh,
insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a good spot to leave it then, Adam, and you could set
We can
up
finish this
exactly how
floor.
you want inside.
Oh, I know how I want it set up.
Oh, okay.
But it's just a question of how long people have, like,
Yeah.
you know.
I should probably leave by 11 at the latest,
What time is it?
realistically.
So we got 12 minutes.
You have to go to Ilderton in the morning.
No, I don't. I'm
You
working
don't?
From home.
Oh, nice.
I work from home a couple of weeks.
Very cool.
I was there today though.
It's a bit of a trek.
Yeah. The big trek is Exeter Sundays.
Oh yeah,
That's
that would definitely be.
You're working for a church, you said, right?
Yeah. Playing piano for them.
Very
It was fun. Actually, the first mass that I did was yesterday, and it went really well. It was
Awesome.
Really fun. Yeah.
So
we
this
just, we
is
just got a new
ladder.
pastor at church.
I'm
Did
just
you?
putting it
Yeah.
here because it stands up. This
Oh,
is
that's
a rope
neat.
ladder. It's not
So
actually an
cool.
SS electrical station.
That's neat, buddy.
I'm not practicing myself.
That goes up onto
Pretty-
this
It's
floor
not
here,
It's
necessarily
nice to be
practicing
there.
either.
which
Yeah,
is a
it's
loft
really- I
that's
feel like
directly below that room.
playing piano
You can
there
see-
feels really good for me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
While you're down there, since the zombie's down there, there is a lot of black powder and barrels on this
The kerosene
floor
is dripping onto.
that the kerosene has been leaking onto.
Yeah. So this is
Directly below the
the
table.
entire ship has been turned into a bomb.
Yeah,
Powder keg.
it meant
It's
to
a
blow up the
complete-
bridge.
Yes, and
potentially.
that's what I'm saying.
Shape water. Get the
It is
gunpowder
currently
wet. Get the gunpowder wet.
It
Even
is
if it doesn't-
currently the kerosene from here is dripping down through the floor onto those barrels, and you don't know the contents of these other boxes that are right.
Yeah, but we can see that there's gunpowder. That's enough to tell me that, or we can see that there's a black powder coming out of a barrel. I don't think we're going much further in this thing right now.
We might yours.
If we need to.
Feel free.
Are there does this level of the boat have any kind of
You guys aren't down there. You guys are up here.
But- but-
Yeah, but no, I've
would
dropped
know.
this. I've
Are-
dropped
are there
down.
He would know.
windows, right? Are there windows? I would know too.
Well, no, well, okay, yeah, I guess, but
Yeah, I would know.
yes, there's portals where they would have like look at where they would have like little ballista. There's
So it'd be even
the ballista
easier
have
to
been
shape
removed.
water
The
into
small
here.
ballista have been removed, and there's like a
Yeah.
cover that goes down over those things. You can open up those covers. but-
Definitely. So we could bring in the water in here easily. We just
I
even if
have
it's not
dropped
with the
down.
kerosene, it'd be
So it's current
great to
craft
get the
to give you the light.
gunpowder.
So you
no,
drop
I have
down-
the pseudo dragon down there giving me
Oh, that's
vision.
right. That's right. Into
Gunpowder
this-
doesn't need to be crazy wet to
Mhm.
stop being explosive. It just needs to be booming kind of wet.
May I put your pseudo dragon down there? And so, do I effectively have full vision within the insides of the ship?
You don't have to ask me. You ask Boomy.
Boomy, do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anybody down there that I can see?
The pseudo dragon's passive perception is 13, so no.
No. Worded very interestingly. Okay. I'd like to just kind of look around. I guess I'll walk this way. This is where that was.
Do you want
I'm
to
gonna-
catch a guidance before you go down there?
Yeah, I would love that.
All right, you
please.
caught a guidance.
Thank you. I'd like to walk this way, and I'll continue looking around from
Well,
that
the dragon
spot.
should
Right.
fly first.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Are you gonna roll a perception check or just a passive?
Oh god.
The dragon believes that they are.
It's so high off these fumes
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
kerosene.
Woo-wee!
That's the good stuff.
So, the pseudo dragon sees nothing. You only see what it perceives. It can only tell. It can only report on what it sees.
Now you can't even roll for it because you don't have dark vision or
It's
anything.
it's,
All
it's
right.
telepathy showing you what
At
it
this
sees.
point, I think we walk back and we get
Turncraft?
Turncraft.
All right.
Because
Pop-
if
pop him down.
he's
Let's
not
tell
going to
Turncraft
get.
to follow your
text
orders for
anybody.
now. Here he is.
I'd also like to.
You can put him where you want.
Thank you. I'd also like
I don't think you
to.
can give someone else permission to control your zombies unless they.
Why not?
they
I can tell him
take it
what
from you.
I can tell him what to do.
While
I
I'm
can tell him
here, I'd like to
commands. I
pop my
command
head
him
up
to
and
listen
catch
to
my
Turncraft
breath for
right
a
now.
second, and then take a big deep breath going back down because I don't want to wind up the way of the pseudo dragon. Who probably has
Pseudo
come out as
dragon
well.
will leave now.
Yes, the pseudo dragon
Pseudo dragon is
not happy.
light. Oh, it's quite happy. It's
All right.
lightheaded.
I'm staying here kind of thing, but I can see him walking this way. He's illuminating this whole area, of course.
So 30-foot light around him.
There's
That
a
body
there's
there?
Not theirs.
a body.
Is that a body?
Yes.
Is it a skeleton or a zombie?
Neither.
All
Does
right.
it
Well,
perceive?
it's a body
Not
currently.
yet.
All right. Does it perceive anything else around the boxes or anything? I guess it wouldn't be able to tell me its perception. I'm gonna walk up this way, so again I can. Can I sneak first?
Yeah.
Sure. 7. I have +8 stealth.
Don't forget you got
Plus
advantage
guidance.
still on your.
And you have to use the
One.
guidance on that plus another one.
Yeah.
How are you? You have to touch him to guidance him, but you're up top.
I did touch
Well,
him
I
with
popped
guidance.
my head up
You're
to get a breath.
Okay.
I guidance him and then he went away.
Okay.
Is that how it works? Does the guidance
Guidance is
work?
touch. Yeah.
But I mean, say I can guidance him and then he can take the check after, right?
Once before the spell
Yeah.
ends up to 1 minute.
So it's up on. Yep.
And you
he's
said
good.
I have advantage.
Advantage on what?
Yeah. I
No, you
Thought
don't.
somebody said I had advantage.
Yeah, you
On
still
stealth.
for up to 1
Stealth check.
hour, you've got
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
dex-
okay.
Oh, well, it was
Jesus.
worse anyway.
advantage
Um,
on dex checks.
7.
Oh, okay.
That's why Jay was so good in
Yeah.
The
It's
ruins
dexterity.
there.
Any dexterity or
I
any
got
intelligence check, or whatever. It is.
18.
yeah, I pick which one it is. So.
So 18. You believe you are stealthy.
I'd like to. I can't quite reach. I'd like to walk up sort of behind to get a better vantage of that whole area. Walk up behind the zombie.
So here.
Out into the bright
A
light.
little,
Straight-
not into the bright light. No, like behind the boxes, but like over there. So
You got
I
a
can see
pretty
the
good line
area
of
a little
sight.
better.
It's a
Yeah,
small
you
area.
can see the.
Are you crouching over and stuff like that? Like
Yeah. Oh
coming
yeah.
up?
Yeah. I'm stealth.
I'll poke my head down and I'll create an illusion of a box around him.
Ooh. So I'm stealth there.
You are
Totally hidden.
Full cover.
the luxury box.
You're inside the box.
Yeah.
But you know it's an
Metal
illusion,
Gear
so you
Solid?
can
Yeah.
see.
I can see where it is.
So, in front of you, you see the body of a gnome.
Okay.
Or no. Is it the gnome that we know?
He wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that. I don't really know what to do at this point. Like, I see that there's a body. There's clearly explosive material around. Is this like at this point? It's making a decision whether we're leaving or whether we're continuing to.
Give me a perception check.
I've been rolling like shit tonight.
See all those.
Perception
It's those
plus
pictures.
3 plus 1.
We wasted them all on the dex checks to not fall prone when.
I know. That's why you're gonna have to.
I've been rolling great tonight. It
Yeah,
hasn't really.
You literally
done
said
much.
you're rolling great tonight.
7.
Okay. Yeah. You're getting behind boxes.
You're on a boat.
Yeah, and
You're
you're
on the
going
boat,
nowhere,
behind the box,
and it's gonna blow, and we can leave it just here, just like this for Wednesday if you like. Let's start Wednesday.
Sure.
Sounds good.
It's fun.
I'm down with
So good to
whatever.
be back.
I'm down with
Yeah,
whatever.
back in this.
Is it going to be
Apologies
you
for
or
my
is it going to be
slow
Rochelle
voice
at
there.
this point? Since you're already deep, are you coming
Miss you
back
guys.
or what? Is it going to be you or is it going to be Rochelle? Since you're already kind of involved in this
I would
one.
like to be back. It will depend on circumstances.
Yeah.
The boys have a tournament on Saturday, and
What
I
kind
need
of
to be
tournament?
taking them. Right.
Oh, that's cool.
If
All right,
anyone's
that's awesome.
bored, there's going to be like 250 people at Saunders fighting each other.
Nice.
Some of them are older and big and scary,
Oh, okay.
and some of them are very little and definitely not at all scary.
So we're calling it for now. We're calling it for the night.
Yeah, we'll call it.
Well, there we go, you guys. Another episode of the Red Tail Rogues. It is done.
Mostly
The Red
plot
Tail
building and stuff
Rogues.
tonight. Finding out what you guys are gonna do.
Yeah.
Stopped an explosion, perhaps a potential explosion.
Potential.
At least one
As
version
always,
of the
Adam,
potential
thank you for your hard
explosion.
work.
I don't think they would be relying on just a pressure plate blown up specifically at a specific time.
Yep.
They
Well,
want
there
to
we
take out
go.
this bridge, I think.
Until next time, everyone, it's RTR signing off. Doo-doo-doo.
Thanks, guys.
Let's get a good view of this before I stop the recording. Good view of the double boat.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit,
If
I'll
I'm
be
not
there.
back,
I was just
it's
one
because
short
I'm
for you.
exhausted after going in.
You got it. There we go. RTR.
They have me teaching now.